Tonight in the Centro
Cal Jones Field, El Centro, California, 82 degrees. Just a beautiful night for one of the greatest rivalries in our nation. I'm Will Torrez, we are VSN, and this is the 80th bell game between the visiting Brawley Wildcats and your Centro Spartans. Once again, I'm Will Torrez. Let me introduce my partner since day one. 1981 All DVL, 1980 All CIF as a cornerback, as a running back for the Brawley Wildcats. My partner since day one, Ron Rubio. How you doing, Ron?
I am doing super great. I'm blessed to be here along with his two communities for a great football game, Will.
Sitting right next to him, which will be our color commentator. He is known to us and throughout our community as Coach. He has been on the other side of that field. He has also been as a player. He's won the bell. He's got 12 years of connection to this bell game. He is nothing but history. Legendary Coach Swearingen. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Woo, mama, no place I'd rather be.
Amen to that. Listen, hey, you can just tell by our enthusiasm. We are thrilled to be here. We're very fortunate to have this opportunity. I myself, as a player, as a ref, and now I get this opportunity to be upstairs. This is VSN's fourth year. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate everybody out there. It doesn't matter where you're at, and a special salute to all the young men in the service that are watching us right now across the nation, across the world. Thank you very much for your service. I don't even care if you're in Texas and you're Craig Kidwell. Anyways, I've got, as soon as I get back to Coach Swearingen and Ron Rubio, I've got one thing to say, guys, and this is going to be my only thing. Throw out the records. I myself am not going to talk about the records. I'll tell you what, people want to compare what Brawley did to Imperial, what El Centro last week happened on this Cal Jones field when Imperial came to visit. It was a close game. Imperial had the opportunities. They lost the ball and down with less than a minute to go. Forget all that. This is Bell Week. Everything's different. Ron, what are your thoughts on this Bell game right here?
Number one, you stole my opening line. I'm throwing the records out. And because why? You throw all these rankings out, you throw all these numbers out, it comes down to one ball game. It's a one-game season right now. Not do or die, but, you know, for all the marbles, for the pride of Imperial Valley, for the Bell, and for the first place in IVL. It is a big game. It's a big game. Every play is magnified now. I'm from the opening kickoff to the last play. It's going to be one of those games where, like you just said, throw all the rankings out, which we'll cover. We'll cover that. You know, Brawley's 8-1, Central 7-2. But as we said, man, you throw it out the window right now, right, Coach?
Well, one of the things is we're going to keep the rankings because it doesn't matter what happens here. They're both going to move on. But what's important about the rankings is the possibility, well, it's a guarantee. The winner of this game right here will be playing at home. Coach Swearingen, what's your thought just on the game? We'll get into individual teams a little bit later.
This is like one of those ultra fighting matches. And Ronnie said it, you said it. Throw the records out. It doesn't matter. And you know what? These players don't need a pep talk to play this game.
No.
If you need a pep talk to play this game, something's wrong with you. I mean, and it's going to be an old-fashioned slugfest.
Yeah, as has been proven before. When Coach Swearingen says slugfest all the way to the last second, as proven by Mr. Highlight himself, Charlie Sullivan. I mean, down with 3 minutes to go, down by 2 scores, they were able to come back and steal a victory at Warren Field from the Brawley Wildcats. Ron, we've had the opportunity to see both teams quite a bit. Let's talk about the Brawley Wildcats.
Well, right now, Brawley's rolling in with the 8-1 record, overall record, 3-0 in the league. If you want to get down to the nitty-gritty, 5-0 at home, 3-1 away. They're on a 3-game win streak. They're ranked number 7 in Division II, which is very important. They cracked the top 25 in San Diego County. They're number 23. They're on an average of offense of scoring 36 points a game versus and holding opponents to 11. So that's the tail of the tape on what Brawley's doing. But what do all those numbers mean? They mean that Brawley's been on a they haven't had a bye. They played, this is their 10th game in a row. And so that was due to the Scripps Ranch
postponement early in the season. They were able
so
to do
that's
that.
how Brawley's rolling into this. They're a team playing the old-fashioned way where you don't get a bye. You play 10 weeks straight. Let's see if that momentum holds. If that holds true to form. And, Coach will verify it, and everybody knows it in rivalry games. When the hot team's coming in, you're thinking that's the favorite coming in. Can they avoid that? What'd you call that today? Murphy's Law code?
Murphy's Law.
Where things don't seem to go right. That's the only stop right now for Brawley right now that could happen. But as it is, Brawley's in control right now as far as their own destiny. Both teams control their own destiny right now.
Yeah. And both teams are healthy.
Yeah, and both teams are healthy. We talked to both coaches. They're both healthy. There's not a injury on there that's going to keep any of their top players out. That's a plus. Everybody's going to get to play their
You'd have to
tonight.
have a bone sticking through the skin to be out of this one.
Right on.
Yeah, and the good thing about that, guys, we won't see any injuries that have happened in the previous games affect both teams right here.
Right.
So, with that said, Ronnie, let's talk about the Central Spartans now. How have you seen them? I mean, and let's talk about that Imperial game because, look, that wasn't the Central Spartans that the people expected, including ourselves. Well,
and here's the thing about a bye week. Central was coming off the bye. They had 2 weeks to prepare for Imperial. Played well enough defensively to win. Scored one touch. The first touchdown was on a block. Wasn't it a block punt?
Yes,
block punt.
Yeah.
Boom, scoop and score by Nehemiah Perez, and they had one touchdown on offense. Here's the deal that kept them in the game just as they started the season against Santa Fe Christian. That defense has kept them in is their strong point of the year so far, I think. So defensively, Central is there. They're starting a sophomore quarterback, Jimenez.
I think he's a junior, though, but
he might be a sophomore. Anyway, Central 7-2, 3-0 in league. They're on a 4-game win streak. They're number 8 in Division II, number 24 in San Diego. They're scoring, averaging 24 points a game and giving up 13. So very similar to Brawley, man. Everything is really similar. And, the deal is, as we said earlier, it's a one-game matchup right now. Forget 7-2. Forget 8-0. Forget 3-0 in league. It's what you're going to do tonight, man, that matters most.
Well, one of the things that, and it's not talked about much, but that little injury bug that's always haunted the Wildcats the past year, especially at the quarterback position with Casey Klein and, for 2 years in a row. They're healthy. Like you said, they're ready to go. I think that's the key player for the for the Brawley Wildcats is going to be Matthew Gutierrez. He's going to be playing both sides of the ball, so good looking out for them. Coach Swearingen, let's talk about the Central Spartans now.
We watched them against Palm Desert right here, and to me, they have gotten progressively better. Now, they did have a little bit of an offensive letdown in the early part of the Imperial game, I felt, because of the bye. But the defense. Right. No, the defense came to play. And I'll tell you right now, you can flip a coin on this game.
I'll tell you what, man. This is what it's about right here. The 80th bell game between the Brawley Wildcats and your Central Spartans. As the Central Spartans take the field, there is no lack of emotion on the stands, on the field. Let's get it on, I say, Ron. This is what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. And, here at Cal Jones Field, man, the pageantry, just like last year at Brawley, this kind of entrance, it's deserving of this type of game.
I'll tell you what, one other aspect that's been a big part of football this year, not just in Imperial County, but I know in most of the nation, that's for sure. We absolutely have an all-star refereeing crew, starting with the white hat, John Seaman. His flank officials are going to be Roman Rubio. On the other side, we're going to have
John Robb.
And in the middle, one of my favorites, key guy to anything, whether it's basketball or football, that's Nate Beacons. And in the back, sure, to make a call right every time, Mr. Sean Lofton. Just good people. I get to know them pretty good. All-star group. So, I am pumped up. If you can't tell by my voice, I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go.
We're ready to go. Both teams are ready to go.
we're waiting right now. It looks like we're going to have the Marine come out and take the field so we can have our national anthem.
Coach. Good luck, man. Good.
Brawley Wildcats have yet to take the field, so as they walk onto the field right now, they're showing a little bit
good
of
luck,
patience.
Coach. Go get him, brother. Go get him, Mill. Go get him, babe. Go get him.
One of the best things up here is when all the coaches come by us. I really like that, saying hello to them. I've always appreciated that. Because, and you know what's interesting about that, Coach and Ron? Look, both Coach Van Diver and Coach Rubio, Coach Rookie Pena, they've all been as a player on the field. You know, most of us know that. A lot of people might not have, but they've all been big impacts when it's come to bell games around here.
All of them have a history related to this.
As we take a moment for our national anthem.
Deep up the throw, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, Brawley. Abraham Ceballos.
Blocked again and picked up by Nehemiah Perez.
Special team.
Special team.
Back to Cal Jones Field as the Brawley Wildcats take the field. The mighty Central Spartan band setting the stage for what's gonna be. What kind of game's gonna be, Coach?
What's that?
What kind of game is that gonna be tonight?
I told you when we were on the way down here, Ronnie. Both teams have throwing quarterbacks,
right.
Good throwing quarterbacks. But both teams defensively have excellent secondaries.
Sure.
Me personally, and I might be dead wrong, wouldn't be the first nor the last time, but I think that the running game is going to decide this ball game.
Yeah, we talked about that, and that is a good point. And here, talking about the rushing game, Brawley known for a rushing attack. That's kind of changed this season. You know, that's something that we didn't talk about in the pregame. But Brawley's been throwing the ball out, been airing it out a lot more than they're running. And here's the contrast in running averages. Central's running average for Biesca is 80 yards a game, compared to Matthew Moreno, who's the leading rusher for Brawley, at 46 a clip, per game.
You know that you and I talked about this. Viesca and Mayo for Central.
Right.
You've got Richards and Moreno for Brawley.
Correct.
So one of the things that every year it seems to happen is I'm not going to say that the running game lacks a little bit more, but I just believe that they picked it up more in the passing
For
part of the
sure.
game.
Right.
On both sides, on both teams, right, Coach?
Yeah. Yes.
So, but let's just never forget, there is a difference. Charlie Sullivan's not here. which was the type of player that the guy was just dynamic. They're just, let's just be honest, they don't have that type of player in the backfield like they did last year.
Well, the thing is, when if you may not have, well, if you're saying the talent at that running back spot, the deal is, how effective do you make your running game? Like, when do you use it? Like, okay, you got your passing game. You have a sophomore quarterback. You need to not lean on him too much. I mean, sometimes that kind of happens. So you have to implement, the run game at some point in the game. And Rookie Pena, man, he'll figure things out.
And not only that, but a major thing about that running game is you got the ball, you're controlling the clock.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you, the team on the other side doesn't have it.
Yeah, when you don't have the ball, you can't score points. So,
and let's face it, and I will be the first person to go along with this, that old saying about defense winning championships. There is no doubt. And the team that plays the best defense, of course, tonight, is going to come out on top.
Defense and run game, and that. But this is the part of the season, Coach, that you need those two right there.
Yes.
The run game and your defense.
Yep.
Because you're leading into a league title game such as tonight, and then not only that, next week playoffs.
And you know what we've watched, and Will, you watched it with me when we did a game, and Ronnie. You're going to see two teams with great offensive linemen up front,
for sure,
both sides. So this is going to be a test.
And one thing that I'm sure it's in everybody's mind, and it's no stranger, is the winner of this game will have a home playoff game, and the team that doesn't win will be traveling on the road.
For sure.
So let me take a minute right now just to say hello to some of our sponsors. Give Top Notch Barber, go stop by and say hello to Big Chris over there, located in El Centro. Brawley Police Foundation, supporting these Brawley Wildcats first year with VSN. Thank you very much for having them aboard. Alfred Distributing, your distributor, Prime Hydration. Let's not forget Esqued Realty. Give Mark a call with the mark of excellence. Amada's Outlet. Look, stop by, visit Ramon, check him out, get a mattress, mention VSN, and get a free box spring. Back to my partner since day one, Ron Rubio and Coach Swearingen.
Well, back to the buildup of what the teams are doing, Coach. So as we were talking about the run game, the defense, what quarterback out here, which of the two quarterbacks needs to have a bigger game to lead their team to victory?
Well, if you ask me a little bit, the only difference is I just think that Gutierrez has a little bit more experience on that run.
Right.
I think he has the more experience because the Central Spartans were flip-flopping with Del Rio back and forth. They were trying him out. So I'm going to give the advantage to the Brawley Wildcats on that one, Ron.
And, here's a difference in things. So you lose, this is the whole thing of high school football. You lose good kids, talent to graduation.
Yep.
You lose kids to graduation, and that's the deal of building up your program. How do you refill it? How do you restock your inventory?
When you've got an experienced group, let's say senior heavy.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now, you can coach in a rocking chair. I'll admit it. And I'll give you an example. When I was at Imperial and had Robert Thomas and Lionel Vendiola and that group, Ronnie, I could have coached in a rocking chair.
Right.
When you really have to coach is when you've got to rebuild.
Yes, sir.
And that is something that happens to every coach.
Well, I'll tell you what, with a couple more minutes to go, Will Torrez, Ron Rubio, Coach Swearingen, we'll be back with a little bit more insights right after this.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience.
Gutierrez, number 4,
back to Cal Jones Field as they are
And for your Central Spartans,
identifying dignitaries on the 50-yard line. They're introducing the Spartan captains as they come out. That's Martin, number 22, Rodriguez, number 12, number 56 also for the Spartans is Michael Fisher. Fisher, who's not suiting up tonight, and Nehemiah Perez wearing the number 0. As we go down to John Seaman for the coin flip.
Let's welcome our honorary captains once again. Elaine Jones, Cal's wife.
All right, step back a little bit. Okay, so your officials on Brawley sideline will be Rob. On Roman Rubio. Your back judge will, your umpire is Nick Eakins and John Seaman. Mrs. Jones, come on over here. Yeah. And the Bell Moon is going to be tails. Oh, heads. Mrs. Jones going, you're going to do a fine job. You just throw it up in there and make sure, there you perfect. Okay, you want to defer. You're going to kick from the clock. You receive.
Okay,
All right,
it looks like Brawley has won the toss.
Put your backs over there. You guys stand right here. Here, right here in front of me.
Okay, Brawley has won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half. And look, when this kickoff gets going, Ron, it's going to be electric. I mean, you can just tell by the packed house here. It's just exciting time for this 80th Bell game right here.
You know, it's just like getting in line for a big roller coaster ride at like Disneyland, Magic Mountain, something like that. You're just waiting, you're in line, waiting. Then when you get up to it, you're going to sit down, buckle up, let's see where it takes us. Brawley has deferred. They won the toss, they deferred. Coach, what's your take on deferring? Let's explain to the folks out there watching, like deferring and accepting.
I always like to defer because I like to put the defense on the field first.
There you go.
They're aggressive. They can lay their ears back. See if the other team, if they're showing anything that we didn't see or unexpected. That was my reasoning on it.
And that starts the game of field possession.
Yes.
Like if your defense can stop, you're going to get a punt somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to happen. We're about to set to tee it up. The Spartans will receive. They will be heading, I believe. Brawley will be kicking from the clock, so the Spartans will receive on the west end. Their goal line will be the east end.
I'll tell you what, they in the middle during the coin toss, that was Mrs. Cal Jones, and tonight's game is being honored in Cal Jones' name. So much appreciation. They're making the time to come down here. One other thing, Ron, I want to get to is I just want to thank everybody for supporting VSN. I mean, it's a labor of love. That's a good way of putting it. I'm thankful to have Joaquin Matus, Sarah, Saul Peña, and Alexandra Zaragoza. I'll tell you what, she made the biggest difference this week with social media. And I cannot forget my partner from day one, Ron Rubio, and the addition we have with Coach Swearingen. So a big thank you, and a big thank you for all the people supporting VSN. We're very appreciative. And let's get this 80th game going on, guys. So I'm gonna take it, let it Ron Rubio and Coach Swearingen take it over. Let's do it, gentlemen.
So here we go, folks. We're about to line it up. Sit back, turn the volume up, grab your favorite beverage, get your favorite food on the table, and let's see where this game takes us, Coach Swearingen.
Yeah, kick the kids outside, bring in the pets, and enjoy it.
This is Brawley versus Centro, Wildcats versus Spartans.
And
this is what we live for. This is Christmas, New Year's Day, a birthday, maybe your anniversary, all rolled up into one.
I'll tell you what I do like. I like the people bringing the lawn chairs in the end zones instead of the bleachers. The people were able in front of the STEM building. I mean, I like that right there.
I sure would like to get an estimate or an exact count of who
I'm not allowed. I got that number, the tickets they sold. and I am not allowed to say that.
I wonder why.
Lawn chair. I'd sit on a nail to watch
that's public
this
information.
game.
That is public information.
Well, it's not public information. Look, we're going to change
I
subjects on
get
that.
it. The fire marshal's around. Here we go. We're going to rock this up. Set to kick for the Wildcats is
You're ready to roll in the mud, Mama.
number 21, Gilbert Valenzuela looks to be the kicker. Deep to receive for the Spartans will be number 3, Alex Trejo, along with, I'm not sure who that guy is on that other side. Centro, did they wear these jerseys last week? I don't remember the gray on blue.
This is a beautiful Centro gray. I love it.
Something new. I'm not sure who's next to Trejo, but we will find out.
Of course, they always get the jerseys with the numbers that are the hardest to see, Ron.
Yeah.
A couple of number changes for the Spartans if you're used to them. Number 8, Nehemiah Perez is now number 0, Nehemiah Perez. Also, number 5 was Emiliano Morales. He's now number 1 tonight. So if you're looking at home, that is the change on the rosters for the Spartans. And now here we go, folks. Throw all the records out of the window, throw the rankings out. It's time to rock.
What is it that a guy says, get ready to rumble? Well, here it is.
Get ready to rumble, and here it is. A pooch straight up in the air. Fielded by the Spartans at the 30.
Fair catch.
Fair catch. That's by number 19. That is going to be Joshua Garcia. Josh Garcia is a receiver for the Spartans.
Everybody in the stands is just excited, especially on the Central sidelines right here.
As the Spartans already come out, they're lined up, man. They're ready to go.
No huddle.
No huddle. Trips to their left.
And a correction on my part, sophomore quarterback.
Jimenez up the middle
right
to
up the middle.
Vieska up to the 35. A good straight dive up the middle. Gain of 5, second down and 5. As we said, Luis Jimenez is number 6. He's a sophomore quarterback. Running back is Nico Vieska. That's number 2 with that gain of 5. You have 4 receivers. You have 2 to one side, 2 up to the top. Motion by number 10, Miguel Vega. Jimenez swings it out to Vega. Vega, and nothing doing.
Good
tackle by
defense.
number 31 by Chris Camilo.
Oh, man.
Camilo snipped it out.
Yes, he did, boy, I tell you.
And, that's one thing you're going to expect out of Chris Camilo, number 31. 4-year starter as a freshman. So that's what we expect out of Chris. His brother watching from Colorado Mesa over there.
It's what you call a disciplined linebacker, remembering his reads and his rules.
So the big first third down of the play of the game, coach. 3rd down and 5. He rolls out. He shoots. It's complete to number 10. But tackle by Abraham. Complete to Miguel Vega. Not enough. Let's see. Did he gain any yards on that? Gained a couple of yards. I'm trying to see where they spot it. A gain of 4. So, coach, they play defense, let the catch, but no yards after catch.
Nope.
Back to receive for the Wildcats is number
And that's
13.
the thing about their linebackers. They're not going to kill you with the size, but they will get you with that quickness they have.
It's a defensive scheme Brawley has come up with right now.
Clemente.
Well, that one was easy, Coach. That's 3 and out.
3 and out. And that's J.D. Arianes muffs the punt. J.D. Arianes.
Yes.
And it's recovered
There's
by
a break.
number 29 of the Spartans, Seth Mendez, along with number 5, Brandon Mayo back there. Hey, good punt coverage by the Spartans.
Yes.
Arianes could not handle that high punt, and now the Spartans will take over at the Wildcat 23. So here we go, the turnovers. Big play so far is the turnovers. We didn't get to talk about it, but in a big game, you have to execute, limit your mistakes.
Yes.
Penalties, turnovers, Wildcats.
Yep, those things will kill you.
Yo-yo motion by Vega. Jimenez, look, he throws. It's intended. Nice defensive play by Roy Rosas, number 10, intended for number 10, I believe, Miguel Vega.
And he had a step.
He had a step on him. Is there no flag?
Yeah, we do have a flag.
We do.
And White, half the distance to the goal line, first down.
I didn't catch the number, but they...
I didn't get a number on that, but it's going to be half the distance. So,
Okay, so what kind of penalty was that, Will? Because if it's half the distance.
well, right when I looked up, when you said there wasn't a penalty, I had the penalty, but it was roughing the passer, I believe.
Oh,
Ron.
really?
And I didn't clear. I only saw the end of it, so I'm not really sure. But it was a 15-yard or whatever it was.
So they but they said half the distance. Was it 15 yard? I mean,
No.
It ends up being about 11 and a half yards.
Okay, so here we go. 1st and 10. They give us to Vieska off the right side. Vieska is in. Vieska's in. Touchdown Spartanwood. 10:01 remaining. Cashing in on the turnover.
Yep.
Muff punt.
Yeah.
Turnover.
You said they had
yards.
to do this, Ron. But, Ron, just when the Brawley defense had a little bit of momentum, the 3 and out, they're getting ready to go.
I mean,
then they muff a punt. Listen, it's early in the game, though, Ron.
But look. We said in the beginning, every play counts in a big game, man. Every play. Do not think you can take a play off. You have to
Special
execute.
teams are called special teams for a reason.
Special team. If you're a returner coach, catch the ball.
Yes.
And it was muffed. So
anybody will tell you that a punt returner has two major ingredients.
Encroachment, 23 on the defense. Half the distance to the goal line, 1 on time down.
wait,
So that'll
one
be an
untimed down.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it's untimed, right?
Yeah, either way, because it's an extra point.
The two ingredients are his hands.
Sure. Set to hold for the Spartans is Alex Trejo. Can I get the number of that kicker? I cannot. That's number 10. That's Vega. Miguel Vega knocks it through. So 10:01 remaining. We have the Central Spartans 7, Brawley Wildcats 0.
Imperial Irrigation, your IID Public Water and Energy Company, serving the whole Imperial Valley. Marianne Valenzuela, your State Farm Insurance, located in Brawley for all your insurance needs. The original Town Pump Steakhouse, located in Westmoreland for the finest steaks in town. I want to let people know, if go to VSN's Valley Sports Network Instagram account, there is a voting going on right now. You are going to be, there's a link on there, there's a page on there, you're going to be able to vote at the end of the game. When the last second goes off the clock, we will tally up those points and we will announce who the fans voted as a fan favorite. So go to Instagram, log on, make sure you follow, and then vote for your players. Now, some players are listed on there, and if it's not listed in there, there is a system that lets you pick another player on the game. So go out there, follow VSN Ports on Instagram, and get out there and vote.
What are the qualifications of a fan favorite?
Well, voting, volume.
So here we go, set to return. That is Brandon Porras. Porras to the 30, Porras to the 35. Porras works his way up to the 40. Porras.
Great return.
Great effort. And
Great
the
return.
Wildcats will start at the 40-yard line. A little bit of a win, guys. I'm looking at the flag that's on the east end over there. Where we're standing at, we can't feel the force of the wind.
Now let's see how Brawley reacts. See if the big thing here. Don't panic. This is
No,
early.
man, the big just started.
Level head, run your offense.
Kind of reminiscent of how the Spartans started last week.
Yes,
versus Imperial.
exactly.
They got on special teams a punt.
Yeah.
It was a block punt, right?
Yes, a scoop and score after a block punt.
Gutierrez and nothing doing, trying the right side. I'm trying to get a number. It's a clogged up number, bunch of Spartans on that end.
I'll tell you what, I can't even, yeah. They're going to, that defense of the Central Spartans, this is the type of game that Jared Martin has to start leading this defense like he's done the past previous years.
Well, Jared Martin, he's on the right side, which is the wide side of the field right now. Jared Martin, a junior, been out most of the season for, I think, I'm not too sure what his injury
bone was cracked in his foot, but they had guaranteed that he'd be back he was going to be back last week for that Imperial game, and he is back.
He was. So 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Kind of a tight set for the Wildcats to give is to no. Yes, it is. Zane Richards.
That's the outside veer.
Outside veer. He gains half a yard on that, making it 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats. So 2 plays, both to the right side. Are they running away from Martin? Who knows? 3rd down and 7.
Both running plays have been to Brawley's right.
But to the right side of Brawley. that last drive for the Spartans was only two plays, one pass, one run, and Viesca took it in. So the Wildcats now trying to make their first third down conversion of the game. Gutierrez caught. Gutierrez is down. And who is that? Jared Martin. Big game, big players make big plays. 8-6.
There you go.
Three and out for them Wildcats. Letterman and Bros, for all your Letterman jacket serves, give Daniel a call and check them out. They got 20-year history making them things. Let's not forget a special thank you. We had a great time at Grosso's this weekend. We'd like to thank the whole Grosso family, Hank and Sue, for allowing us in there. Intercare, for all your help that you need when it comes to health care, located throughout Imperial Valley.
Set to kick. Gilbert Valenzuela gets off a nice punt. Fair caught at the 29, 30-yard line by number 19, Joshua Garcia.
Well, this is going to be an interesting drive, as we can tell, with 7:40, second possession. Oh, it's actually the third possession after that turnover.
Of the Spartans. But let's talk about momentum right now, Coach.
Central has it.
They have it right now, and that's a good, you want to start off a game quick. Everybody wants it. That's a no-brainer. How do you maintain it?
Yeah, you got to regroup, and the defense did their job.
Jimenez on a slap, but there is Chris Camilo. Camilo drops. Camilo to the 10, to the 5, and he's in.
There it is.
And a flag thrown on the play.
So wait, did he go in? That's my
I don't
question.
know. I called him in.
I thought he went in.
We're in, but Chris Camilo. I'm not sure. It might have been after the touchdown.
Let me see if I'm checking with Joaquin if we have an instant replay on that.
We're looking at face
There it
mask.
is. There he goes. There goes Chris. Chris is taking it off. I'm trying to see if he got in. And I believe it is going to be a touchdown. And the penalty, it's going to be after.
Assessed on the kickoff.
On the kickoff. Let's see what John Seaman has to say.
Yeah, the guy with the tackle, yes. During the run back, touchdown is good, but we have a face mask during the tackle on the defense. That's going to be enforced on the kickoff. We have one on time down.
Excellent. We just talked about that. We've got turnovers on each side that have resulted in scores.
And that's the deal. What do you do with a turnover? I mean, right there, the pick six, boom, automatic. Muff punt, touchdown 2 plays later. And set to kick that's Diego Padilla, I believe, from Brawley.
And I told you, it's an old-fashioned rat killing. They're going at each other.
So now,
the Dom team, for all your real estate, industrial, or farming real estate needs, make sure you get a hold of the Dom team, Andrew and Drug. IV Welding and Mechanical, a big sponsor of Valley Sports Network. Burgers and Beer, hope you're all enjoying a great time at Burgers and Beer, watching the game of the week, whether it be the Central Spartans and the Brawley Wildcats, or the Vincent Scotts versus Calexico for the Battle of the Border with John Moreno and Vic Carrillo. CR&R Incorporated for the face of a greener generation. Back to action with my play-by-play and Coach Swearingen, Ron Rubio.
One of the most interesting facts right now going in 5 minutes into this game, there hasn't been one first down by either offense.
Exactly, Coach.
That's a good point, Ron. Are we looking at a 35, 42, 42, 40? What are we looking at?
What you're looking at is two teams right now just swinging at each other right now. I mean,
okay, Ron, you got a sophomore quarterback on the Central Spartan side. You think he's shaking up right now? I mean, let's be honest.
A little bit. Because why? His mistake led to a touchdown.
Yeah.
But that's human nature. And now here's the deal. What kind of character do you have? Do you come back from that? Ricky Payne's going to calm him down.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's early in the game. We're still in the first quarter.
Man, you're not even halfway through this first quarter. Kind of like a lot of time between kicking the ball off.
Well, I don't know if a lot of time, but look, we still got 7.5 minutes, only the first quarter here.
So now Valenzuela kicks it up a little bit, pops it up too. Oh, he's to the outside, and we got flags. We have flags. That was number 10 with Josael Rodriguez. So it's Rodriguez back there with Trejo.
Going to call a block in the back, I'll bet.
There was 3 flags, 4 flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sort this out. Bunch of laundry to pick up.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. There's 4 or 5 flags out there.
Here we go.
What?
Let's see what he's got.
Personal foul.
Blindside block
Blindside.
on Centro during the run back. Half the distance to the goal line will be first down.
Yeah, and that's on the 20, so that's going to spot the ball on the 10-yard line, guys.
Yeah.
Well, here's
so
the deal. So
90 yards to go. Yeah, that's one of those big penalties. You don't get a lot of yards on that, and then you move them back after the distance.
let's go back to the penalty on the touchdown, Coach.
Yeah.
So you assess it on the
Correct.
kickoff,
Oh, good
and
point,
now
Ron.
instead
Yes.
of pooching it like Brawley seemed to be,
Yeah.
you got a little deeper kick, and
So that penalty actually almost cost him 30 yards, Ron.
there you go.
Yeah, because when you assessed it on the kickoff like that.
So now Jimenez, who threw a pick on his last attempt,
All right,
now
so,
backed
so
up to the
we
10.
got something going on with the referee. There's going to be a question on, and so when it's a situation like this, it's usually a rule interpretation. Like, for instance, I can't see what they're going to be discussing right now, because if it was against Centro, you know what I mean?
Right.
If it's going to be half the distance, because it's pretty obvious the flags were thrown on the 20-yard line, and when you go half the distance, it's on the 10. And as we're looking, the ball's being spotted on the 10. Is that correct?
It looks to me like right now they do have it at the 10.
Yeah, they have it at the 10.
And so the penalty occurred at the 20. Is that what we're saying, or what?
Yeah, the penalty occurred on the 20, so they might not even be talking about this penalty, because this is not something that's normally talked about, because it's pretty basic, especially when the penalty was against Centro. You see I hope we're all – I'm trying to explain that situation. So, anyways, Havens Landscaping, for all your landscaping needs, give them a call, man. You know, anything you need from landscaping material needs, located on Main Street, and we're going to get an explanation from Mr. John Seaman. He's got an explanation to the rookie first, because Reach Medical there. Donnie Wharton and his team, when second counts, they matter. The Ojeda industry cannot thank Patricia and Tony enough for their support of VSN. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Experience the vibrant flavors of Mexico. Go eat some lunch or dinner. Have a good time while we get an explanation. I don't know if John's going to explain this, because he won't, Ron, because this has to just do between the two coaches. I wish he would, to be honest with you. I wish he would explain it.
We'll find out.
All right, here we go.
Jimenez now standing right at his 5-yard line. They give us to Viesca up the middle. Viesca this time gains maybe a yard on that play. The Wildcats playing some stingy defense. Getting off the bottom of that pile looks like Matt Gutierrez. Second down and 8 for the Spartans. Trips to the left of Jimenez. Motion by Vega. They give us to Viesca off the left side. Viesca nicked up by Zane Richards. Almost could have busted it. Got hit on the knees, knocked down. Gained a good gain of maybe 5 yards. It's going to make that a third and 4 yards to go. 3 and 4 to go.
Yep. And last time I counted, 3 times 4 is 12, and that's a first down.
I'd like to credit Josh Wise with those yard markers right there, like we talked about last week.
I wish the uniforms had that digital on there. So the Wildcats now jump offside.
Yep.
And get free first down. So the first down of the night.
Good ball. Encroachment on the defense. It's going to be 5 yards. Automatic first down.
Good point. Look, Brawley playing good defense right here, and then they jump offside, gives them a first down. So that already gives, if they turn in the punt this next series, a lot of room to punt.
The goal probably was 3 and out.
Yeah.
You get them in there, they're deep. Credit to the Spartans for finding a way to get a first down. Here we go with Jimenez. Jimenez to Viesca. Viesca off the left side. Viesca again got a good pull, and there's another flag on the field. Somebody's helmet came flying off.
Now, if they got pulled off by a defender,
And it may have.
Both sides are playing good defense. Brawley has one possession.
One possession, 3 plays.
Yeah.
Personal foul, face mask, be first down.
and obviously that's going to go against the Wildcats. That looks like to be a 15-yarder against them. That whole helmet comes
20
off.
yards, 20 yards.
Now,
Off
5-yard
a
penalty,
penalty.
jumping off sides cost them 5. This is another first down. They've gotten more first downs on penalties than they have in the game right here. But once again, it's still early, inside 6
But
minutes.
here's the deal. But here's the, going back to every play counts, man.
Yeah.
Every play counts. And here's Vieska again up the middle. They're trying. And again, looks like he gets a head of steam because he's lined up that back, but it's closed down, maybe a gain of 2. As we're going back to every play counting, it does add up.
Oh, yeah.
It does add up, Coach, because, look, they had the momentum. They had the muff pump by the Wildcats. They
And
score a touchdown.
You said it earlier about after the interception to see if Coach Pena would take a little pressure off his quarterback.
Yes.
And he has. He's running
Yeah,
the ball.
Exactly. So now, as Wildcat defense, you have to, here comes a pass. Jimenez looking to his right. He rolls. He throws complete to Vega at the 50. Nice tackle by
Good
Abraham
coverage.
Ceballos.
Good coverage.
So a gain of
4.
3rd and 4. Again, I'm going to give them 3 on that play, right at the 49-yard line, still in Central Spartan territory.
9-yard line.
49-yard line, that is Miguel Vega. So one thing that the Spartans had to restock was their receiving core from last year. Now here's this heavy set by the Spartans. Vieska bangs it to one of his runners. He's at the 50 and falls forward.
Another
a gain
first
of
down.
5 yards. 5 yards for Vieska and the Spartans in the Wildcat set. Now at the Brawley 46-yard line.
You know, what did we talk about the opening? Running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Look what it's doing to the clock.
Yeah, big difference, man. I mean, we're looking inside 5 minutes here, 4:21 for. And not only that, it's giving the confidence to the quarterback too, right, Ron?
Yes.
You know, just to get
You're
his
relaxing
legs
them
up.
a
Yeah.
little bit.
Moving the ball.
And yeah, if you started your drive at the 10-yard
the
line, look
10.
where you're at. So here, motion by Vega. Jimenez now shoots it out to, that's number 1, Morales. So Morales gained about, I'm going to say 3 yards on the play.
Well, you know me, I call it like I say it. A missed tackle allowed the 3 or 4 yards that he gained. The first guy missed him.
Yeah, and let's not forget to vote for the fan favorite of tonight's game. All you got to do is follow VSN, Valley Sports Network, on our Instagram and go on there and vote for the fan favorite.
2nd down and 7 for the Spartans. Motion by Vega. Give to Vieska up the left side. Vieska to the 35. He's going to fall forward to the 33-yard line. So now the Spartans are gaining momentum on the ground. Something that Coach Swearingen said that the running game was going to be very important tonight for either side who could come up with the run game.
Controlling that line of scrimmage.
And that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
controlling line of scrimmage controls that clock, controls the tempo.
and now your defense is resting.
Yep.
And they haven't played that much. Brawley's only had, what, 3
One
plays?
possession.
Motion by Morales. He's looking to Morales. Morales catches it at the 35-30.
Nice cut.
He's going to fall forward to the 28. Hey, all that running got a couple of yards on it.
And remember, this drive started from the 10-yard line.
Exactly.
Well, actually started from the 20, then they were
Was it the
penalized.
10? Yeah,
Well,
okay.
And then they were penalized half the distance to the goal line.
By Jimenez.
He gained almost 5.
That little out pass in the flat area right there coming through for the
like
Spartans.
Ronnie says, it's a long handoff.
Vieska again up the middle, and Vieska weaving his way for a good couple of yards. Nothing was there.
That reminds me of number 22 back in 1980 with light feet like that, little shifty running back, Coach.
Just trying to find a hole, and
no,
that's what
Ron.
the kid did. Great run by. Very great run by. That was a really, really good run by Vieska.
Just the way he was reading.
Patiently,
Yeah,
just trying to find a crack.
From the view we had up here. And
That's
the view
called
you guys
great feet.
Yeah, that was just beautiful to see right there.
And here's this heavy set, people. When we call heavy set, just take a look at there's Vieska in the Wildcat. Bunch of blockers to the left. Viesca's going to try to bounce it out to the left.
Oh, not
Great
that
tackle
time.
by Brandon Porras. So Brandon Porras with the tackle, maybe a loss of a half a yard, second down and 11. And opening up holes for the Spartans right now, Israel Santiago, number 58, a senior, along with Alexander Lopez, number 77, a senior. 64 is Russ Butler, related to somebody up here in the booth. Yeah. Butler is a senior, number 64, along with Jesse Blackburn, who's number 74. 65, Joshua Munoz. These guys are moving the Wildcat, or they're handling the line of scrimmage.
They're throwing here.
Jimenez rolls, semi-roll to the right, shoots it out, and it's caught.
They caught it.
That's a catch.
That's
right
Vega.
there.
They're going to be short
to the 15-yard line. Well, short by maybe 3 yards, but got a good chunk back on that play. Will.
Well, I'm just, the penalties and the little flat passes with the first quarter winding down is it settled down the Spartans on this drive right here, Ron.
Well, here we go.
Power
Back
set.
to the heavy. Back to the heavy set. Viesca again. He looks. He's this time nothing on that one.
Nothing.
Ooh.
Matthew Moreno on the tackle, along with number 50. That looks like Drake Seals, number 58. I'm sorry, that would be.
You know what it looks like the
Powell Reese.
The Spartans are gonna let the clock wind down, and and go look at a fourth down to start the second half. So from Will Torrez, Ron Rubio, Coach Swearingen, this is what it's all about. 7-7 football game, 80th bell game. We'll be right back after this.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
Back to Cal Jones Field, start of the second quarter with the big play, 4th and 3 for the Spartans, and they're going for it. Ball's at the 15-yard line. Wide side to the left of Jimenez. He's set to throw. He looks, he throws. It's in a corner, and he's open! Touchdown! Touchdown, Morales. Touchdown.
Yeah, and that's just a breakdown in that backfield by the Wildcats, Ron. He was just too wide open.
They set it up 4th down and 3. They thought run. They've been getting hit by the run, and boom.
Yep.
Great call.
Yes, it was.
So now the Spartans up 13-7. Set to kick is number 10. That is Vega. Miguel Vega set to kick. Vega, it's up and it's good. So with that, on that scoring drive, their third possession, 14 plays. 14 plays.
And it started on their 10.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the whole Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Thank you to Imperial County Public Health Department, El Centro Police Department, key sponsor for our player of the game. Cannot do it without our Imperial Valley College, founded in 1962, supporting VSN. Speaking of Imperial Valley College, we will have Dr. Johnson as our halftime guest today. Ron, got some interesting notes for us to share with our public.
Well, on that drive was a 90-yard drive, 14 plays, 9 run, 5 pass, Coach. And
yes.
That 5th pass, great call, great throw by Jimenez. So this sophomore kid coming back from throwing a pick.
Yeah.
Hey, man, not saying he managed that drive. He directed his drive. He directed it. He was a captain of that ship.
Yeah.
Great drive. It was a great drive.
They ran the ball down Brawley's throat.
Here comes Sabalos. Sabalos to the 30, Tries to go outside. Can he get to the 30? He gets to the 35, 36.
Oh,
They got us.
No, we're all good. There ain't nothing wrong with that, getting tackled in front of that Centro bench. It's all good over here.
Hey, 90 yards, Coach. That was a very impressive drive. You can't get away from talking about that, man. But aided by Brawley jumping outside on that 3rd and 4, or 3rd and 3, whatever that was. Automatic first down, and then knock it off with another, what was it, a face mask maybe?
Yeah, 15-yarder face mask in the middle of the field to put them in Wildcat territory.
Now here come the Wildcats, Coach, with only 3 plays in the first
that's
quarter.
all they had.
That's all they had. Now here's a second possession for the Wildcats. Pitch out to Moreno to the left. Moreno.
Penalty flag thrown.
And I think there was some movement on the line by the Wildcats.
Yeah, and I mean, it's most obviously going to be a 5-yarder.
For sure.
Let's see what he says. But still, now you're looking at 1st and 15, of course.
Illegal person in motion on Brawley. It'll be 5 yards to the previous spot. Replay first down.
So it's those little things late in the season that are not going to help you as a playoff team, Ron.
Yep.
No, yeah, right. And here's the deal, like your quality of opponent for Brawley has increased since the last one that they had. When they played well versus Imperial, they had Calexico last week, and right now Brawley is trying to find their way, trying to find some kind of momentum on offense.
Yes.
I mean,
exactly.
And what you don't want to do on this drive is get discouraged at 3 and out.
Yeah.
No, you want to sustain a drive.
You got to get a first down. So the Wildcats now behind the sticks. The give to Moreno. No. Gutierrez pulls. Gutierrez rolls out to the 37. Gains that penalty yardage back and maybe half a yard.
You know, and that's exactly what he has to do. Look, 6 yards, Ron, you could be looking at 2nd and 4, but it's those little things that they're just going to have to shake it off.
Little things lead to big things.
And you know what? This kind of reminds me of last week what Centro was doing with Imperial.
Yep.
Like making it hard for the offense to move the ball, getting them in 3rd downs.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, that was a big thing for Central last week. That defense got you to the 3rd down. So 10:49 remaining, as you can see on the screen. The Wildcats now with a 2nd down and 8. Ball's at their 40-yard line. Moreno single back. Gutierrez set to go. He steps up. He's rushed. He's flushed. He may keep it. No, he throws. It's deep. It's Danilov overthrown.
And Danilov had 2 steps on him.
He had 2 steps on him.
Yeah. And little interesting. And I believe you got to make that throw right there, even though he had a little bit of real estate in front of him where, Gutierrez could have taken off.
I think he had more time than he thought, Coach.
Yeah.
I think he had more time, maybe could have planted. However, now it's 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats.
To our viewing audience, go to radfin.net now and get 10% off on selected merchandise from all their fishing and outdoor gear. This will end when this game ends. That's radfin.net. Check out all the stuff they got.
And that Central band is playing like there's a locomotive coming our way. Wildcats now with a 3rd down and 8. They show blitz. Porras to the 45. Porras to the 50.
Down.
They get a first down.
Ron,
you could hear the breath of relief out there coming from the sidelines over there, for the stands.
That was a good-looking play,
Ron.
Ron.
That was a good-looking play, and it had to be done.
That's their initial.
That's their first down, and it took all the way into the
and you hit the
10-minute
nail
markers.
on the head. It's exactly what they needed to do.
They needed to do. They're regrouping. Ball now at the 49-yard line. This is going to be the type of deal in big games. Peaks and valleys, Coach.
Yes.
If you're down in a valley, you can't get down. You can't get any lower. You got to rise above. First attempt for the Wildcats inside Spartan territory, 49-yard line. Moreno single back. Give to Moreno, and met by a bunch of Spartans.
Man.
Just a well-played red on that one by the defensive Spartan.
We had Malachi O'Con there. Malachi O'Con.
That hole open, but I'm going to tell you, that
It's
Central
close.
defense was on him like ugly on an ape. I'm telling you right now.
Once again,
Felix Aguirre, number 55 on the D-line, along with Jared Martin and Davion Hartfield. Malachi O'Con on the tackle there. That's a good front line. Your linebackers, Joel Rodriguez, Matthew Liziola, and Gavin Mora. Gutierrez now pitches out to Moreno. Kind of an option, but
That's
hey,
good coverage.
that's
Good tackles.
That's
good
good
move
coverage on the
The
option.
thing is, the rally, they shut off the perimeter ASAP.
And I'm curious, they ran to the short side on that option right there.
Yep.
Third down and 5 for the Wildcats. Ball is at the 44-yard line of the Spartans.
3rd and 5.
The DBs for the Spartans, you have Alex Trejo, number 3 at corner, Artie Estrada, number 9 at corner, Emiliano Morales, number 1, and Nehemiah Perez are your safeties. Here we go, 3rd down and 5 for the Wildcats. Is this 4th down territory for the Wildcats? Gutierrez set to throw. He shoots it out, complete to
And it's going to be in front.
Boras, and that's going to be a first down.
You know, and there was blue-gray jerseys all around him, and Porras was able to come down with that pass.
Why? Because the pass was accurate.
Right
He just
there.
threw to where only Boras could get it, it seemed
Just
like.
a dart by Gutierrez right there.
So
Don't
first and-
forget to, sorry, Ron,
go
excuse
ahead.
me. Don't forget,
8 minutes.
follow us on Instagram, Valley Sports Network, to vote for the fan favorite of 80th Bell game tonight.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Gutierrez looking again. He shoots it
He's
over.
got
It's
him.
wide open and again
Oh.
overthrown. Pressured by the Spartans. I didn't see who got a hit on Gutierrez, but Danilov wide open.
Yeah, he was.
Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, he had the corner beat like a rented mule.
So there were things going on in that play. Gutierrez, I've seen on 2 pass plays, seems like he doesn't seem to think he's being more rushed on his throws and has more time.
Yes.
So the Wildcats taking a shot. But sometimes, even on an incomplete pass like that, you kind of loosen up maybe the coverage just a tad.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. Gutierrez again, look, shoots a 2. Cedric, that's Sabalos. Sabalos with a nice
Nice
little catch
move.
and a first down.
Nice move.
A good pitch and catch and run afterwards for a 1st and 10 for Abraham Sabalos. Ball now placed outside the 25, we'll say the 27.
That's the 3rd first down in this
I was
drive.
just about to ask Coach how many first downs
Yeah.
is that? That's 3.
And they started on their own 38.
And this was their 2nd possession of the game, right?
Yes, this is
I
Yeah.
cannot believe that. I've got to ask.
yeah, 2nd time Brawley's had the ball.
And it looks like,
Too much time.
no, I think,
Motion.
No, that's gonna.
Dead ball, encroachment.
Oh, and Coach.
59 on Central.
Wow.
5-yard penalty, remains first down.
And Ron and I, we're kind of, we learned by who throws that hanky as what the penalty is.
right, exactly.
And you know, people think, oh, it's only 5 yards, but those little penalties can kill you.
No, that's like a 10-yard penalty. Let me tell you why, Coach. It's either 1st and 15 or 1st and 5. So
There
that's
you
a
go.
10-yard penalty right
You
there.
betcha.
Gutierrez now with the extra yardage. He pumps, he looks, he's rushed, he's sacked. He's sacked. No, he gets loose. Gutierrez gets sacked. Josiel Rodriguez now wraps him up. Fought just to get back to that. Fought just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He got there.
I don't know how
loss.
he got back.
Yeah.
I thought he was sacked.
I thought he was too.
And right now what I'm noticing, they're rotating a fresh batch of linemen. Like they'll bring in one guy, take him out, bring in another, take the other guy out. So the Spartans, hey, that Spartan D-line coach is a good-sized line.
I'm
You've got
glad-
Martin on one side.
Uh-huh.
And
You
you
know,
have
this is exactly what we
Hartfield's a
talked
good ball
about.
player. That Hartfield kid, 59, can ball. Malachi O'Con. It's a good defensive line. Let's see what the Wildcats do on 2nd down and 4. Gutierrez got 1 yard off that play. And here we go, under center. The give is to Zane Richards.
Inside veer.
Richards to the 10. Outside the 10, it's going to be a first down. We'll say the 11. So
you know, Ron, these two drives, one by the Wildcats right here, and the Spartans on in the end of the first quarter, they're kind of looking identical drives.
Exactly. You know, and both teams kind of mirror each other. I really do believe that they always tend to do that, man. And even with the type of offense that they're running, their defense is basically the same 4-2-5.
And you know what? They can get a first down inside the 1.
There you go. So the Wildcats now on their first down from the 11-yard line.
The old standard split back.
Gutierrez under center. The give is to Richards. Richards to the 5. So Richards
outside veer.
He gets it to the 6. I'm going to give him 5 on it. Second down and 5.
And like Coach said, they can still, if they can get inside that 1 and they need it, they can still get a first down there.
And like Will, it goes back to what you said about that, that 5-yard penalty.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Penalties playing a decent role in this ball game.
They sure did. They sure do. That's why in big play, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but every play matters in a big game like this.
Yeah.
No.
You know, your mistakes are magnified, man. They're magnified.
Look, Wildcats need to come out with some points out of this, and I not just so much, but for a moral victory.
And a timeout by the Central Spartans.
And we'll take a timeout. VSN will be right back.
Timeout for Central.
Intercare since 1970. When it comes to healthcare, Intercare is here to help, with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Back to Cal Jones Field. This has been the Spartans' first time out. The Wildcats on a good drive right now, Coach.
Oh, yeah. They got a great one going.
I'm going to interrupt you guys right now. I just want to say hello to a good friend of VSN. Congratulations to Sandy Nugent on the award. If you haven't seen our post, please go to Instagram and check her out on Facebook.
Sandy. Good
she is now, I mean, you have, is there a wall big enough for all the awards you have, Sandy?
I'm trying to keep up with my husband. He's got all the awards.
Well, look, when you start getting, like your husband got some CIF patches and trophies and he got, then we'll start matching them. But congratulations as we go back to action with Ron Rubio and Coach Swearingen.
Split back veer, Coach.
Second down and 5 for Gutierrez and the Wildcats. Gutierrez.
Oh, boy.
Was not there. The give wasn't there. He pulled. Had a bunch of.
3rd and 7 for the Wildcats.
Malachi O'Con on the tackle.
For people who were watching, that is great defense on the option.
Look at that. I mean, everybody was responsible. Who is that? I'm pretty sure that was Malachi O'Con. My God, he played that so well.
Yep.
South Calier, #1 York dealer in Imperial Valley. Infinity Mortgage gives Zena Sanchez a call.
Third down. Sorry,
third down. No, Ron. You got the green light, buddy, all the time.
Third down, it says 7. I'll say 6.
Play action pass, maybe.
Well, you have 2 downs. Will the Wildcats go for it on 4th?
Nope.
Spot pass to Brandon Porras. Porras cuts back and well played.
Well
and
played.
I can't see the number on that kid. Darn it. It looked like Nehemiah. It looked like Nehemiah Perez.
The thing is, though, Ronnie, it looked like it might have been the outside was open, and he chose to choose the inside route on that. But once again, just good play right there.
Porras received it, ran back. It was Nehemiah Perez. Perez, who had a scoop and score last week off the block punt for the against the Tigers, on a good play right there against a great receiver in Brandon Porras.
Well,
that's not an easy thing to do. I'm telling you.
2:25 to go. Do you call a timeout or
You have 3.
Yep.
Here it is. So we'll take a break and see what happens after this. VSN will be right back.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Lee Tire Company. We are a local, family-owned business specializing in tires and automotive needs. We are located at 114 Main Street, El Centro. Call us at 760-352-1721.
Back to action at Cal Jones Field. 2:21 remaining in the second quarter. The Wildcats now going for it on the 4th and 6.
Big play here, Coach.
Big play. Got it.
Gutierrez set to throw. He looks. He throws. It's complete. First down.
I think
to Brandon Bodas.
No, when they're not doing that, that's going to be a first down.
Inside of the one.
Yeah, that was key.
Right at the one. Hey.
First and goal.
Desert RV for all your towing service, 24-hour on and off-road service. Casbros, located in Brawley for all your T-shirt embroideries. Can't forget JJ's Tire, located in Westmoreland for all your tire needs.
Yep.
Great little commercial or deal JJ's Tires did today on.
Yeah, you know what? There's a story behind it. I'll share it later. You know, just great people, man.
So here we go. First down, first and go for the Wildcats now at the 1 yard line. To Moreno, and nothing doing. Moreno, does he get in?
Second effort.
And there's a flag.
Whoa, there's a flag.
There's a flag. The penetration by the Spartans did not let him get in.
This is going to be interesting on the flag
because,
look, if it's against the Central Spartans, you're only going to gain 6 inches. But if it's against the Wildcats, it can be more than 10.
Yeah.
So you're talking 6 inches. Here we go. It's interesting.
We have aiding the runner
against Brawley.
On Brawley. The offensive player picked up the quarterback and drug him into the end zone. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Well, it could have been worse.
That could have been
Replay
worse.
first down.
Yeah. So, look, they might have got lucky on that one because look, you have to look at it from the real world. If he hadn't helped him, he would have went in. That's the way they call that.
Define help him. Like what do you?
So
what gets you a flag on that?
I'm gonna tell you exactly. He said he picked up the quarterback and drove him in. That's enough definition from a good white hat explaining that call.
Huh. Okay, so here we go. The pitch to Moreno to the 5. Moreno tries to get in, but great defensive play there.
Yeah.
My God. So now from the 6.
You got two teams who are saying, here we come, stop us. They're just running at each other.
And how big is that 5-yard penalty?
Well, it might not even matter if they don't get in. If they don't get in, it will matter. So Celine coming through from the snack bar. Thank you very much to CUHS Athletics.
The owner from Leroy said if you guys want something to go down.
Oh, Leroy's Barbecue. He was there last time, Ron. Just great stuff.
Great pulled pork sandwich. So here we go. Gutierrez. He's going to look left. He throws. He's sacked. He's brought down.
Brawley's going to – wait. It's a loose ball. What is going on here?
It's 4th down now.
No. I know what it was. They just want to stop the clock. You needed to call a timeout on that.
So that was 3rd down, right?
So that should be their second timeout, and I think that's what he's
Timeout was called.
Yeah. So VSN will be right back after this.
Marianne Valenzuela Fenley is your State Farm insurance agent in the Imperial Valley. And like a good neighbor, she's located at 528 G Street in Brawley. Call State Farm agent Marianne Valenzuela Fendley at 760-344-0447 for your home, auto, and life insurance.
Let's go, Joaquin. Go.
Back to Cal Jones Field on a 3rd down and 11 for the Wildcats.
You got to throw here. You got no choice.
It's 3rd and goal from the 11. Gutierrez again. Is there pressure? Yes, there is. Gutierrez overthrows Spartans. Rush by.
This is going to be interesting right here, guys, because thing is that do you get the 3 or do you go for it and get no points? So they might be using their last timeout with 38 seconds to go, or, well, you got 38 seconds. Well, you're not going to have the ball if you don't make it, though, Ron. So
I would use a timeout. You can't take them in with you.
But to stop the clock on the incomplete, it isn't talking to him. Enough time to call it.
I'm talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what if we let them set up to see what they're going to set up, and then you call a timeout?
Well, let's see what the Wildcats have. We'll come up with on the 4th down and 11. Wildcats now looking, is the pressure going to come from the Spartans? It does. They're bringing. Gutierrez, look, he shoots. It's defended well.
The Centro
Artie
defense.
Estrada on a 4th and 11. How did it get to be the 4th and 11? Penalty. So the Wildcats went backwards after a 1st and goal from the 1. 34 seconds remaining. Credit the defense of the Spartans. That was a tough 11 yards.
It was.
That was a tough 11 yards.
So
the battle for those 11 yards winner goes to the Spartans, and that was a total of 19 plays to come up with nothing. 10 run, 9 pass, very balanced, 5 first downs. But now here come the Spartans. What do? That looks like Viesca. Viesca keeps it off to the left side. Looks like the Spartans will go in.
So, yeah, they just, look, they're too deep in their end zone right here to
And the Spartans are happy to go with this result right now.
Yeah.
They are very happy to go in there, and why not? So we're going to end the 80th annual Bell Game. Halftime score will be the Spartans of Centro 14, Brawley Wildcats 7.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It was wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Join us at Cal Jones Field for the next Bell Game, Friday, October 27th at 7 p.m. South Cali Air Conditioning, proud sponsor of Central Union High School Athletics.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Casbros, it's that time of year again. Team shirt options are available and ready to go out for adult, youth, and toddler sizes. Call us and let us know how we can help at 760-550-6878. Letterman and Bros, keeping up with the all-American high school tradition, athletics and academics. 20 years of experience serving the whole Imperial Valley.
We just moved, so there's millions of... Valley is in bloom, over 9 acres. When we started, we grew 1/4 of an acre. Now I'm taking on new products on the regular.
We always dreamed of having this property, so...
I want to make my yard look as beautiful as largemouth bass.
Yep.
We've got tons of them, don't we, buddy?
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours?
Visit us online at rdoequipment.com or contact your local RDO for in-stock availability.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Could you use help with your electric bill? Imperial Irrigation District, your public power provider, offers several payment assistance programs. Our income-qualified customers can save up to 20 or 30% on their electric bill and also receive assistance if they face service disconnection for non-payment. For assistance, call us at 1-800-303-7756, visit one of our customer service centers, or find us online at iid.com. IID, where customers always come first.
Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation, winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. Varsity Made Letterman Jackets. Save time and money by ordering online today at varsitymade.co.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We won't run! We won't run! Ladies and gentlemen, the
Monkey has prime!
This season, we are hydrated!
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
El Distrito de Irrigación de Imperial, su proveedor de energía pública, ofrece varios programas de asistencia de pago. Nuestros clientes con ingresos que califiquen pueden ahorrar entre un 20 o 30% en su factura de electricidad y también recibir ayuda si enfrentan desconexiones por falta de pago. Para recibir ayuda, llámenos al 1-800-303-7756. Visite uno de nuestros centros de servicio al cliente o visite iid.com. iid, donde los clientes siempre son primero.
Grasso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grasso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience.
Welcome back to Cal Jones Field as we have a very exciting 80th bell game, and what a great, if you're a Central Spartan, what a great defensive stand we just witnessed right now to keep the Wildcats from scoring, whether it be a field goal. They went for it on 4th down, and we expect nothing less out of these two teams when it comes to bell game. Right now, VSN has the privilege and the honor to have one of our corporate live stream sponsors representing IVC. It's Mr. Victor Torres right here, and the man in charge, Dr. Lenore Johnson. Gentlemen, welcome to the VSN booth up here.
Thank you for having us.
Now, and one of the things that we wanted to communicate and pass along to our viewers, the importance of the partnership that VSN and IVC has. Doctor, some of the things that you see and some of the goals that IVC wants to present and go forward with.
Yeah, we really want to bring IVC's athletic programs on the map. And the only way we can do that is getting the word out about some of the things that we're trying to do, trying to accomplish, some of the expansion programs that we're trying to build. And that's what we want to do. So partnering with the VSN is definitely up our alley.
One of those additions that has helped is Enrique Lechuga, the Dean of Athletics you guys hired down there. A lot of energy. I really like that, Enrique Lechuga, because he brings that little extra boost.
Yes, he has a lot of energy, a lot of experience, and this is something that we've been working on, is to change some of our athletic structure so we can start building that foundation, and I think he's a perfect piece to get that started.
Now, Victor, you and I, 2-3 years ago, I think it was 2-3 years ago, we were kicking around the idea how we could gel it together, because VSN being new, and we turned to people like Victor and yourself, and how are we going to make things work? Victor and I, and then we met as a group this couple of months ago before this started. Victor, explain the process, how that all started between VSN and IVC.
So it started actually a few years back, but what we wanted to do, like Dr. Johnson said, is enhance our programs, but not only that, engage with the community. Of course, we're a community college, and the #1 community college in the nation to boot, so we're excited about that. But we really wanted to engage with the community. And the only way to do that for us is to be out there with community agencies, to be out there with the public, the people that are going to be hopefully stepping foot on our campus. And that's the original idea, and I think it's been a fruitful partnership for both, VSN and Imperial Valley College for sure.
No, on our side, we're excited. Dr. Johnson, you entering your 3rd year as president down there, what are some of the future goals that not just so much associated with VSN, but in general in sports?
It's a lot. One, we want to build on the fact that we're the number one community college in the whole nation. That's #1. And then 2, we have to do a lot of upgrades on our campus, which we're working very hard to make sure that happens. We want to make sure we have the infrastructure for our athletic program. So, when I look here at the bell game, I envision that one day that our campus sports and athletic events will have the same type of attendance, because if we recruit local, we can have that type of participation at our events.
Well, when you talk about local, last year's women's basketball team, a big percentage. I think we were plus 80. You know, a lot of and they did very well. I mean, ranked 2 teams went into the playoffs, and I saw the number 1 ranked team. And whoa, that they were deservedly
sized up.
Yeah,
right?
Very good.
So that's an excellent start right there. I'm going to jump around a little bit more, and this is for my knowledge right here, Doctor. How did you get to Imperial Valley? Not so much how did you get to the president job, but I know you're a Marine. I know you were a Marine. You're always a Marine, though,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
So how did it all start from you to hire the education that you're at right now?
You know what? I wanted to move back to Southern California. I lived in San Diego many, many years ago, and I didn't want to spend it's very expensive. But once I met the Imperial Valley staff in the community, I literally hit an epiphany and said, I'm going to be here the rest of my life. And ever since then, I just fell in love with it. And now I'm on year 8, and I have been loving it ever since.
Okay, you said Southern California, San Diego. Which high school did you go to?
Well, I'm from Chicago.
Okay. I thought.
No, but I lived as a Marine.
Oh, well, yeah.
I
Camp
lived
Pendleton.
Camp Pendleton, Coronado, and also did quite a bit of basic training. And I also moved back to San Diego early 2000s.
Yeah. So we were talking prior to this interview right here. One of the things that IVC has done, and the public is well aware of, are some of the achievements and awards that they have received. Chino, explains. We were talking about that, and if you could explain some of those for our public viewing audience out there.
Yeah, obviously we mentioned Aspen as being, basically the president called it the Oscars for community colleges, right? So we're super excited about that. But that's really what, from this point forward, is how do we get better? I think Dr. Johnson's vision and the vision of the board on our campus and all of the administrators and faculty and staff are jumping on board to this process to make ourselves better, continuously better, and engage the community. We're nothing without the community, and we need to make sure we always take care of that community. So, the accolades will come as long as you serve a good product, and that's in everything that you do, right? Whether it's sports or whether it's a company or private sector, but as long as we're offering good services, our accolades will come. And so we're excited about the things, we got state-of-the-art technologies coming with new, the bond that just passed, and some of the buildings that were happening on campus. I mean, we got a training center that's going to be state-of-the-art, so where all law enforcement can come from Southern California or Arizona and come train in our facilities instead of us going out. STEM building, an auto diesel building. We got a student services building being lined up. So our campus is going to look a lot different in the next 3 to 5 years, but we're excited about that because it's what our community deserves and what they're getting. So, and kudos to the community because they voted for this measure and for the dollars to come and help IVC.
So, Dr. Johnson, being the number 1 community college or number 1 college in the nation, how do you step it up after that?
I think it's going to be hard, and we can't get complacent. But I know that we have some of the best faculty, the best staff, the best administrators in the country, because you can't achieve that greatness without having a dynamic team. And then with that, we have some of the best students on the planet. They come, they work hard, they're driven, they're focused. It's all about us creating the structure and the infrastructure so they can be successful.
And I would add to that, Will, that we have the best community, the partnerships that help us, all the school districts that feed into IVC that are so willing to help and they go the extra mile for their students, which are eventually our students. And all the folks throughout the community help IVC. I mean, if you, in a group of 10 people, if you ask them what their ties to IVC is, I bet 80% and 90% will raise their hand and say they have some ties to IVC. So it's only evident in the fact that people want to get involved with this project. I'm calling it a project because as long as we're there, we're going to have to strive to make things better. But really, the community is the best thing about this community, right?
And I would say, just to add to that was the thing that really sold me on Imperial Valley in the whole county, is the fact that we work together as one unit. I can reach out to our county officials, our state officials, our local officials, and they're always willing to help out and contribute and make our institution better.
Well, that's great to hear, and like I said, we're really excited for the partnership. Not only are we excited, but we're thank you. So, Victor Torrez, Dr. Johnson, man,
appreciate it.
Pleasure to get you guys up here because it is kind of hard to get you up here, Doctor. Man.
I can't leave, Will, without a shout out, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, that's right. You're pretty good at that.
Shout out to the class of 1995, Brawley Union High School. You guys know who you are. Go Wildcats.
Dr. Lenore, you want to say a little hello to somebody?
Hey, shout out to Imperial Valley College, all my faculty, staff, and students. You're amazing. You make me motivated every single day.
So with that, we'll be right back after this.
Thanks.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
Intercare since 1970. When it comes to healthcare, Intercare is here to help, with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Lee Tire Company. We are a local, family-owned business specializing in tires and automotive needs. We are located at 114 Main Street, El Centro. Call us at 760-352-1721.
Marianne Valenzuela Fenley is your State Farm insurance agent in the Imperial Valley. And like a good neighbor, she's located at 528 G Street in Brawley. Call State Farm agent Marianne Valenzuela Fenley at 760-344-0447 for your home, auto, and life insurance.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beers and the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This is wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment. I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Join us at Cal Jones Field for the next Bell game Friday, October 27th at 7 p.m. South Cali Air Conditioning, proud sponsor of Central Union High School Athletics.
Back to Cal Jones Field as we're winding down the halftime festivities. We find the Brawley Wildcats down 14-7 to the Central Spartans. Now, before we go on to Coach, here's the tail of the tape of that first half. That will define why the score is 14-7. Possessions in the game. Brawley has 2 possessions. They ran 22 plays. They had 13 runs and 9 passes. Pretty balanced.
Yeah.
5 first downs. Let's flip it over to Central. They had 3 possessions, 19 plays, 3 fewer than Brawley, 11 run, 8 pass. Good balance there.
Yeah.
5 first downs, same as Brawley. Difference is Spartans 14, Brawley 7, but also the difference is Brawley 7 points is off a pick 6, Coach.
Yeah, the muff punt.
The muff punt.
Yep. And Brawley and Matt Gutierrez and his receivers just barely missed clicking about 3 different times in the end zone. This ball game could be tied up.
It could be endless scenarios on what the score could be.
Yes.
Because the Wildcats were shut down. They had a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Went backwards, ended up on a penalty 5 yards back, aiding the runner.
Yep.
And that really hurt.
Yep.
So now we're going to start off the second half. Wildcats won the toss. They deferred. Deep to receive. Looks like Brandon Portis along with J.D. Arianes. That's going to be Sabalos. Abraham Sabalos to the 20, 25. Finds his way up to the 27. And a good tackle by number 23 of the Spartans. A good hit there by Ethan Thomas. Ethan Thomas on the stop. So now the Wildcats 2 possessions in 1 half, Coach.
Yep.
That's not the story for the Wildcats, who are averaging 36 points a game.
The translation to people watching is there was some good defensive football played by both teams, and both teams ran the ball very well.
Ran the ball well. Coach had prophesied that whoever runs the ball is going to be very successful in this game. So far, that's played out. Another stat, 4 penalties for Brawley, 37 yards. 3 for El Centro, 33 yards, but it seems to have hurt the Wildcats more so than the Wildcats.
Most definitely.
Fake to Sabalos. There's Gutierrez to the 35, 40, 45, 50. Pushed out of bounds by Martin at the 40-yard line. So, man, you can't even take a breath.
1 play, 1 first down.
1 play, 1 first down. That one drive by the Wildcats was a 19-play drive, Coach.
Yeah. Yep.
10 and balances.
And they got nothing.
And got nothing out of it other than drain the clock.
That aiding the runner, boy, hurt.
So now the ball is at the 39-yard line of the Spartans. Here it is, folks. It's for the IVL championship. It is for the bell. Motion by Portis, fake to Portis, gives to Moreno. Moreno trying to find some yards and very well defended by the Spartans. Assortment of tacklers out there, number 22, Martin. You also had number 59. That's number 59 of the Spartans. That's Davion Hartfield.
Yep.
This is a defensive line that pursues well. They chase. Yep. And the whole defense of the
they pursue well.
They pursue very well.
Yep. You know, there's some football people in Brawley watching. Coach Bobby Benson, a hello to him, and to Kurt and Suzanne Rutherford.
I wonder what meal Linda whipped up for Bob tonight. So here it comes. Gutierrez, look, he's setting up the screen. Richards catches it. Richards to the 36. Well played. On the bottom of that tackle is number 1, Morales.
Brings up 3rd down.
It was set up, but it was also sniffed out by the defense of the Spartans.
Well, they're in 4-down territory, Coach.
3rd down inside the 35, 34-yard line, 3rd down and 5. Now, here's that window that we didn't get to talk about that I didn't mention in the beginning of. It's the 8-minute window, last 4 minutes of the second quarter. Now the first 4 minutes of the third, Coach.
Yep.
Let's see what happens here.
Yep.
3rd down and 5. Gutierrez shoots it out. That's complete. High pass and defended well. That was Martin on the coverage.
You know, There's a perfect example of a well-thrown ball, a good pattern, hard to complete pattern, and good defense.
But look how many, he gained 3 yards on that.
Yeah.
Out of maybe a throw that was about 20 yards.
All of it rolled into one.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? We got to sneak a hello to Mama Z in there.
That's a good one, Coach. Now, we talked about this being a little bit reminiscent of what El Centro put the Imperials defense into. Third and fourth downs. 4th down and 3 for the Wildcats.
Here we go.
Here we go. The give to Richards and nothing doing. Number 54, Malachi O'Khan with the penetration. Great play by the Spartans. So that's 2 trips for the Wildcats, ending on turnover on downs. And now the Spartans will take over. On that drive, 3rd possession of the night for the Wildcats. 5 plays, 3 run, 2 pass, 1 first down only on that big run by Mr. Gutierrez. So here we go. Jimenez under the controls again for the Spartans. The give is to Viesca. Viesca up the middle. Viesca! He's going to gain 8 yards on that play. And now a big push by that Spartan offensive line. 2nd down and 2 for the Spartans. Viesca again looking to the left. Viesca now, he might be stopped up. There's Richards. There's Drake Seals on the play, number 59, but it's not enough to stop them from gaining a first down. So now a first down on their first possession after the turnover on downs from the Wildcats. 2 run plays equates into a first down for the Spartans. Jimenez set. He swings it out to Viesca. Viesca.
Nice defensive play.
Matthew Gutierrez, and he's going to lose maybe a half a yard on that. 2nd down and 11.
Don't forget, to our listening audience out there, if you go right now to radfin.net, 10% on all their merchandise, as we got an injured player right there. So Sunbelt Rentals, looking for equipment for your next project? Look no further in Sunbelt Rentals. Heart Insurance for all your insurance needs, located in Brawley. Give Liz a call. Johnny's Burritos with 3 locations in Imperial Valley, Brawley, El Centro, and Imperial for that great Mexican flavored burritos. Love them. Gentlemen, back to Ron and Coach Swearingen.
Now here come the Wildcats a little bit setting up on defense, and does that affect him? Viesca tries to the left side, and he is going to be brought down by Alec Valdez in the bottom of the pile. And I don't think he gained, maybe he gains that 1 yard.
He didn't gain much.
3rd down and 10, big 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcat defense. This is the kind of game the Wildcats I don't think have been in all season long.
No.
At this point in a game, tight, down by 7, and here come the Spartans. Have been in plenty of these, it seems like. Motion by Morales.
Yeah, and that's going to be on the left tackle right there, so.
Dead ball, false start on Central, 5-yard penalty remains, 3rd down.
Okay, now it's bad enough on 1st down, but now you're looking at a 3rd and 15, and those little mistakes turn into big plays. Big mistakes, right, Coach?
5 yards are huge, man. Look what that 5-yard penalty did to the Wildcats after 1st and goal at the 1.
Little things lead to bigger
things. So here we go, trips to the right for Jimenez and the Spartans. Jimenez rolls to his right. He throws, he shoots. It's open. It's caught.
He had to climb up that ladder to get that puppy. That was just an
Morales, but again, big plays when you need it, man. 3rd and 15. Central made the play. Brawley defense did not make it on that play. 3rd and 15. Great connection. Jimenez is throwing with a lot of confidence. I mean, he's shooting that ball.
Ron, we're going to look back at that play and go, that might have been the key play right there.
That could be. Why? They keep the drive alive. They're in Wildcat territory now, 1st and 10. They give us to Viesca off the left side. Viesca, plenty of room to run. And he may have a first down. Brought down by Matthew Moreno along with Roy Rosas.
That moves the chains.
That moves the chains.
As we're looking for a new first down for the Central Spartans.
And they're hurrying up, and here it comes. The Wildcats now being pushed by a little bit of tempo by the Spartans. Doubles on both sides.
We're going to have a penalty. It looks like there might be movement on the right guard.
Dead
right
ball.
there.
False start. 79 offense. Remains first down.
JJ's Tires for 24-hour road service and new tire sales. Keystone Human Resource and HR Employer Services. Real business solutions.
You know,
go ahead, Coach.
Take a look at the clock, and Central knows they're eating the clock up and they're moving the ball.
They're moving the ball. Jimenez, look, he shoots right. He's shooting down the sidelines, and it was incomplete. Intended for Artie Estrada, number 9. Incomplete, thrown out of bounds on the coverage by Abraham Sabalos.
2nd and 15.
And the difference is in the third quarter from that first, this third quarter is moving a lot quicker than that first quarter did.
Yep.
And again, it's running the ball. And I think, Central, this falls right into their hands. Keep the ball out of Brawley's offense. And that's what they've been doing, limiting Brawley's offensive possessions. Jimenez, look, he shoots it out. It's a screen. It's complete. It's Morales. And Morales is going to gain a good gain. I'm going to give him about 10 yards. 10 or 9 yards, third down and 9.
As we get an update from the Battle of the Border, we have a 7-7 tied ball game with Vincent Memorial and Calexico in the third quarter.
7-7, Will?
7-7.
Wow.
Bulldogs making it tough on the Scots tonight. We're in a tough one here, 14-7 Cal Jones Field. Jimenez looks, he's being rushed, he steps up, tosses. Incomplete.
Brings it 4th down.
4th down for the Spartans.
They've got to go. They've got to go for it.
I'd like to say a little shout out to one of our main sponsors. I'll tell you what, Henderson, El Centro Police Department, all the way. I hope he's enjoying a great time. He's probably down in Cabo. That's the type of guy he is. Just to have Cabo probably watching VSN, sitting underneath an umbrella on the shoreline. Back to action with Ron Rubio.
Here we go, 4th down and 7. Big play for both sides of the ball. Here comes Jimenez rolling right. He's blitzed. He's brought down. Chris Camilo on a sack. All the way back to the 35-yard line. Brawley holds.
Christopher Camilo.
That and that is key right there.
That
with
was
4
a
minutes.
Yeah. On a blitz call, the defense comes through with 4:22 remaining on that drive, a 10-play drive.
Yeah.
5 run, 5 pass. How can that makes it difficult to call a defense when it's so balanced?
Yeah.
I'd like to say a little thank you to some of our sponsors. Casbro's located in Brawley for all your embroidery, signs, and banners. Desert RV and towing, whether 24-hour road service, whether it's on or off road.
So here comes Gutierrez and the Wildcats. A 1st and 10 for them at the 35-yard line. Motion by Damian Clemente. Gutierrez looks, he shoots, he's open. It's Porras. Porras inside Spartan territory to the 44.
Ooh, that was just a beautiful pass right there, Ron.
And that's, you know what? That's probably the most open a receiver's been tonight for the Wildcats.
It is. And I tell you, it was just a deep post pattern.
He hit the seam well, and it was a well-thrown ball. Wildcats now been in this position before, inside the 50. What can they do once they get inside Spartan territory? First and 10 for the Wildcats. Gutierrez look, it's completed to Clemente.
Oh, what a move!
Clemente drives forward. Does he get a first down? Are they going to spot him?
I'm looking to see where they're spotting the ball.
Woo! He had
move.
Better moves than a snake, I'm telling you. Great move.
I think they're going to move the chains there, Ron. No, they're going to mark him short. They're going to mark him short and out of bounds.
First down.
Well-thrown ball and a great move.
Good move by Clemente.
Hey, can't get much better than 2nd and 1, right? Better not, the Wildcats better not be looking at any type of penalty right now, because that's going to be key right now, especially when you're looking at 2nd and 1 right now in Central territory.
And look at the clock. We're almost out of the third quarter. 3:31 remaining.
Oh! He might have got enough for a first down, though. Hey, they're just lucky they got the ball back.
They're lucky they got the ball back. It looked like Richards was late on the give.
It looked like there was a delay or something.
I'll tell you what,
the quarterback.
You talk about luck. If Brawley had a rooster, he'd lay eggs, because that ball could very easily have been picked up for
sure.
the Spartans.
And I think the penetration had something to do with it. There was a lot of penetration.
Yeah. Yes, you're right, Coach.
Well, they didn't lose too much, but still, it's just a long one. 3rd and a long one to go.
So here we go, big 3rd down and 1 for the Wildcats. Gutierrez. He's going to run it to his left, and there's nothing doing on that side, but he fights forward and he lands forward. Great effort. I was calling him down. I thought for sure Martin had him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes. Oh, baby, what an effort.
The determination on Matthew Gutierrez right there in the backfield, gets hit 3 times and lunges forward for a first down.
Wow.
How does that play ignite his teammates? That's something that has to uplift them right now.
We're going to see in a little bit how important that was right there.
Sure was. Ball's right at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats now. Gutierrez looks. Gutierrez steps up. He's rushed. He's pressured. He's down.
Blitzed. They brought the house.
They brought it down. An assortment of, I see number 55, Felix Aguirre in there. Diving in. Hartfield's been in there all night.
They brought everybody in the kitchen sink.
They're rolling 2nd down and 12 for the Wildcats. 1:44 remaining.
2nd and 12 for the
2nd down and 12.
A hello out there to Cody and the family, Kenny and Mason. Hope you guys are enjoying this.
All right,
I'll tell you what, I think everybody's enjoying this.
I tell you what, Will, you're right.
2nd down and 12. The Spartan defense is putting Brawley's offense in this position they want him to be. So here we come, another rush. It's thrown. It's complete.
Pass is complete.
Wow. Tight coverage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, tight, good coverage.
And a great pass.
But an even better throw and catch.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's a well-played play by both sides. And that's what you expect, Coach.
What a ball game.
Yes. I mean, you couldn't ask for better coverage, but what did you get? An even better pass.
As we look at Matthew Gutierrez just really picking up this team, putting him on his shoulders and carrying him down, as was evident in that one play where they had him in the backfield.
I had him down.
He was able to get a first down.
Now 3rd down and 3. They don't have a first down. They're going to have most likely 2 plays to make 3 yards. Gutierrez again looks to throw. He shoots. It's batted down. That is Martin. Jerry Martin.
Get your hands up. And there it was.
That's why a lot of teams on the West Coast are looking at this young man, Jared Martin, on a play like that. That'll get you recruited anywhere.
He's just an athletic young
kid.
man. And don't forget that go to Valley Sports Network Instagram page so that we can vote for the favorite fan player of the game today. As we take a look at a 4th and Ron, what is that? 4th and 4?
It's a 4th down
Big
and
play
3.
here, Will.
4th and 3. This is Brawley's 2nd 4th down attempt of this 3rd quarter. Gutierrez looks. He's pressured. Is he going to roll? Is he going to throw? No, he's hit. He bounces it forward to Valenzuela.
And he did not pass the line of scrimmage. Brawley is going to have a first down on that.
Mama.
That is just gutsy. We just finished talking about him, and that's what it is with Gutierrez on that play right now.
You know, Will, when we were at Grasso's, I remember I asked Coach Van Diver about who had to play well. Matt Gutierrez.
And with Coach's advice right there, VSN will be right back after this.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Casbros, it's that time of year again. Team shirt options are available and ready to go out for adult, youth, and toddler sizes. Call us and let us know how we can help at 760-550-6878.
Back to Cal Jones Field, where the Brawley Wildcats now have just converted on a 4th down play with not a traditional pass, but more of a two-handed chest pass.
What you see out of in the pros, Patrick Mahomes.
I'll even go further back. How about Brett Favre? That was reminiscent of a Brett Favre hustling. Don't give up till the play is dead.
It ain't over till it's over, baby.
So that was a good play by.
And let's not forget, that was on a 4th down, too.
4th down,
that was a must make.
Escaped the sack. He escaped the sack, kept the play alive.
And you and Will were talking about, we'll see how big that scramble earlier when we thought Gutierrez was tackled in the backfield, and there it was.
So 2 big plays on this drive. Well, that earns them a 1st down at the 18 of the Spartans. It is the 4th quarter, the last 12 minutes of
a barn burner
of the bell game, and here it is, a lot at stake. Spartans again
They're
showing
going to bring the house.
And here they
come.
Does he have it? He throws it to the corner, intended for fun. It's picked off. Picked off. He is at the 40. Alex Trejo, number 3. Trejo with the pick. Shot into the corner of the end zone. And the turnover has cost the Wildcats an opportunity to tie the score up. It was a 12-play drive, 9 plays, that ended on an interception.
10 yards to the spot of the foul is going to be 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have holding after the interception, though.
Well, that play was another possession where the Wildcats had 9 plays, 3 were run, 6 passed. They got 3 first downs, and the results was a.
Wait! Did I get that wrong? That was on Central.
Personal foul, yeah.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
What? I missed it.
Yeah, I saw him, but I thought the flag was thrown after the interception, so I thought
what was a personal foul? Did hit the quarterback?
I was watching.
I'm sorry.
No, it's Central's ball.
Viesca and a defensive stand.
It was. The penalty was after the interception, so
I was
behind. Back, yeah.
For a split second, I thought Brawley had the ball again.
Right. But I.
So the Spartans lose 2 on that play. We'll say 1.5, 2nd down and 11. Interception in the end zone or at the goal line. Yeah, right at intended for ball.
That safety floated. He read Gutierrez's head and came right over.
Jimenez on an empty backfield. Well,
incomplete.
Intended for Estrada, defended well by Abraham Sabalos along with Zane Richards. Incomplete pass.
Yep.
Stops the clock with 11 minutes. Now every possession's going to count now.
If Brawley can hold them here, they could still get good field position on the punt.
Exactly. They could still recover from the turnover.
Yeah, and it's not like 2 scores. You're only 1 score away.
Yeah, exactly, Will.
And here's another thing. Even if Central doesn't score on this drive but takes time off the clock, that's huge. And here comes Viesca right up the gut. Viesca now. It's kind of a deceiving look. Looks like they got a head of steam coming, and then that hole just closes. So the Wildcats now forcing a 4th down.
Yeah.
Well,
4th and 8.
What happened in the very first play when Central Spartans, that first series, Central Spartans punted away, and Brawley wasn't able to hang on to that punt. That's what led to their
opened
first
the door.
score.
That opened the door, and you can't go back there. But look how this penalty here affected the Spartans. And here's a kick. I think that's Vega. It's going to bounce at the 40.
That is an illegal.
You can't do that?
No, you can't. You can't. Well, the thing is, you can't. Once the ball hits the ground right there, you can't be calling a fair signal catch. Well, you know what I mean. So, anyway, Imperial Flying Services, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with aviation fuels. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Experience the vibrant flavors of Mexico at La Fonda. So that's what they're discussing. I thought there was a penalty because once that ball takes a bounce, but it doesn't look like they're going to call a penalty on that. Ojeda Industries, thank you, Tony and Patricia, supporting Valley Sports Network. Don't forget to log on and follow Valley Sports Network on our Instagram program to vote for the fan player of the game.
This might be Brawley's biggest possession of the night right here.
That's well said, Coach, and you couldn't ask for better starting field at the 49-yard line. Gutierrez sets up the screen. There's Richards. Richards to the 45. He bowls over one, but he's brought down. Morales hustling all night along with Liziola, number 7 on the stop. Gain of 5, second down and 5.
Well, Cameron, JJ, and Phillip, I hope you guys are enjoying this.
So
we
have an injured player on the field. We're going to take a quick timeout and come back to Ron Rubio and Coach Swearingen.
Letterman and Bros, keeping up with the all-American high school tradition, athletics and academics. 20 years of experience serving the whole Imperial Valley.
We just moved, so there's millions of valley is in bloom, over 9 acres. When we started, we grew a quarter of an acre.
Now I'm taking on new products on the regular.
We always dreamed of having this property, so
I want to make my yard look as beautiful as
largemouth bass.
Yep.
We've got tons of them, don't we, buddy?
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours?
Visit us online at rdoequipment.com or contact your local RDO for in-stock availability.
Back to Cal Jones Field where the Wildcats now have a second down and 5. Ball's at the 43-yard line of the Spartans. Every play is going to count from here on out. What can the Wildcats do? Gutierrez, look, he shoots! Intended for Gilbert Valenzuela, incomplete. Defended well by Liziola and Nehemiah Perez. Coach, you had mentioned earlier, the play of the secondary, the Spartans, has been impressive the whole season.
You bet. I tell you right now, he went down deep, came across, and he's just like a race car driver headed towards a brick wall. You're going to pay a price.
And here's the deal, though. Out of a defensive group, defensive backfield, you want to see kids rally, and it's just more than one defender once that ball's in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, third down and 5 for the third and 4 for the Wildcats. Gutierrez again looking to throw. He shoots. It's open. That is Porras. Porras to the 40. He falls forward to the 35.
Good enough for a first down, Ron, putting the ball.
Jose Rodriguez and Artie Estrada out there defending.
On the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. But Wildcats moving the ball, though, Ron, back in that territory.
Well, good. They moved the sticks. They got a first down at the 37 now.
And it's just funny how things work out. You take away that muff ball and that punt, and you're looking at 7-7. But look, there's still a lot of time with 9:36 and seconds still counting off the clock there, so plenty of time to do a lot of stuff.
They're bringing the house.
Throwing again on first down. Down up, and it's picked off. I'm trying to get the number.
Timeout, Ron. Before we say anything, we're going to have a penalty, and this is going to be key.
Roughing the
now,
passer.
and it looks, maybe, well, we'll see.
Holding on Brawley. Penalties declined. First down, Central.
So 2 possessions, back-to-back interceptions. Was that Artie Estrada on the pick? I missed it. Well defended. We just got through saying how well the defensive backfield of the Spartans played. Looks like that was already Estrada. And the Spartans now take over. This is the type of ball game Brawley hasn't been in, I think, all year. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
I mean, no. You know, well, the only thing was with Scripps Ranch where they had 4 or 5 turnovers, Ron. That's the difference on this. The turnovers have been in their own territory over here in the Central territory. So that's what's hurt the Wildcats and that muff punt.
Yep.
That was Brawley's 5th possession. They had 3 plays. One first down that ended in an interception by Gutierrez. The give to Viesca up the middle. Viesca is going to get a first down, and now.
Yeah, and this is where you're going to see that Spartan offense start to slow down a little bit, take a lot of seconds off the
out
clock.
Some yards.
Coach Pena's running the ball, running the clock.
Running the ball, running the clock.
Reach Medical Response Service. Donnie Wharton reminds you when second counts, AMR and Reach are there to help.
1st and 10 for Jimenez and the Spartans. Jimenez, look, he throws to his left. He's looking for Vega. It's
almost intercepted by Brawley.
Penalty.
And it looks like it's going to be something that, I mean, it looks like it might. I'm trying to figure it out right now.
It's going to be
2 men during the snap on Central.
Oh.
We play second down.
Illegal shift?
Yeah, 2 men were moving at the same time. So when that happens, both of them have to set.
Right.
Yep.
Here's a clock card.
Havens Landscaping for all your gravel, rock, and stone landscaping material needs.
First and 15 to give to Viesca. Viesca trying to left. There is Camilo again. Camilo with Richards.
You know, I still don't think right now that the clock's going to be an issue, Ron. I mean, with 8 minutes to go, you know, second down right now, but the Wildcats do need to come up with the stop right here.
They have to. Wildcats can't afford to give up another touchdown.
No.
I mean, in this kind of
no, I agree, Coach.
At the way this kind of game is playing out right now, because the possession time.
That's a nail in the coffin.
Yes,
if
sir.
They do.
If they do, because they're not scoring quickly like they used to. So here we go, second down, and let's say
big pass
14.
play here.
Jimenez.
What now?
Begins on the field.
Could be moving on the line.
Dead ball, false start.
Yep.
77.
So now the Spartans with 2 penalties that are kind of slowed down the momentum.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get that first down, right again, and then you get a 5-yarder and then another one,
now then
kind of kills your momentum.
You're looking at a pass to get you a little more room to get a punt to put Brawley back in their own territory, because you're looking at 20 yards.
And I'm looking at these flags in the wind.
Yeah, it's starting to pick up
a little bit. Viesca single back. Motion by Vega. The give, no. Viesca, Jimenez rolls to his left. He throws it out of bounds. Nothing doing.
Oh.
Chased out by Alec Valdez.
Well, I'll tell you what. Wildcats like that. Making him throw it stops the clock. Not so much that they need it. We talked about that. Not so much that he needs it, but still, it stops the clock with 7 minutes to go. But more importantly, they need to convert on this third down.
Yes, they do.
If not, the Wildcats are going to get this ball back in decent territory.
Yeah.
The wind is, if they do punt, the wind is to their back. So Estrada down here will be defended by Abraham Sabalos. 2 good athletes going at it tonight. Viesca up the middle. Viesca almost busted
he
that
almost
one,
broke it.
and it was a surprise call.
Oh, baby, he almost broke it.
It was a surprise call.
Right up the gut.
Oh,
and
man.
like Will just said,
he went through the Brawley defense. I'm going to tell you, like an 8th grader goes through their allowance.
And that is so close to busting it. But what it does, gives him some real estate to punt. Pushes Brawley back. Look what the Brawley returners are standing now at the 20.
So
and a timeout by Brawley?
Yeah, Brawley's going to take a timeout right here. So hope everybody's enjoying the game down there at Burgers and Beer. Proud supporter of VSN, IB Welding and Mechanical. Proud sponsor of Valley Sports Network, the Dom team. You want to get rid of some extra land or sell some real estate, whether it's agricultural, residential, farmland, give Doug and Andrew a call. Intercare, proud supporter of Girls Flag Football League. Yvonne Bell has been excellent with the VSN. Have a great communication. Want to thank Yvonne Bell and her whole staff at Intercare for her support. Cannot forget and thanks Grassos. We had a great time Sunday night for our first ever VSN Bell Game dinner. Letterman and Bros, make sure you get a hold of Daniel for all your Letterman jacket needs. The original Town Pump. Hello to Juanita and Gabe Revelar watching the game at Westmoreland Town Pump.
Set to punt are the Spartans, deep to receive for the Wildcats, Damian Clemente and J.D. Arianes. They're standing inside their 20. Ooh, little, not blocked, but a good Spartan
what a roll.
bounce. What a bounce. What a
Whoa,
bounce.
what a roll.
Oh, that all the way to the 6.
Well,
wow.
guys,
so
94 yards with a little over 6 minutes to go.
6 minutes left to go.
Yeah.
Yes, baby, is what you call a gut check right here.
So 6:17 remaining.
Hey, look.
I wanted to know how many yards was on that roll.
Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, because it wasn't a very deep punt to start with. It just took a heck of a.
If I'm not mistaken, it hit somewhere around the 30, maybe the.
Oh, you're kidding.
Somewhere around the 30, I think, Ronnie. Don't hold me to it.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was enough.
It was enough. So now the Wildcats now. Gutierrez standing at his 1 yard line. The give to Ceballos. Ceballos to the outside. Ceballos is at the 10. Ceballos runs to the out of bounds after a gain of maybe 6. That last possession for the Spartans, 6-play drive, 4 run, 2 pass. They produced 2 first downs but had to punt the ball away.
Second and 2.
Second down and 2 for the Wildcats on that after that run by Abraham Ceballos.
Escad Realty. Go see Mark at Escad Realty for all the mark of excellence.
Second down and 2 for the Wildcats. They're inside 5 minutes.
They're bringing the house.
Bringing it. Gutierrez, look, he throws. It's batted down.
Man, and that pocket just closed in, Ron.
They're just squeezing it. They're just squeezing that pocket.
I'll tell you, they're bringing the house when they bring those backers. They got 8 people coming.
And they're coming from different directions.
Prime Hydration brought to you by the Outford family, a long-standing family located here in Imperial Valley. Brawley Police Foundation, Joe Gonzalez, president of that, proud supporter of Valley Sports Network. Cannot forget RDO, they will be our player of the game. I'd like to thank Steven Daniloff on that and that whole crew at RDO located in Imperial.
So third down and 2 for the Wildcats. The Wildcats now need to convert if they're going to keep this drive alive. Gutierrez looks to his right. He throws. It's complete too. Julian Daniloff. That might be Julian Daniloff's first catch.
That's
first catch of the game.
For a guy that we couldn't stop calling his name, we haven't heard, okay, we have looks like a Wildcat just limping off. He's ready to go. Keep that clock going. But what about that sidearm throw by Gutierrez?
How about the patience to just sit there and throw it?
On a must-complete situation.
Yeah, must complete, man.
Yeah, because what would you have done if it was 4th down? I mean,
Punt.
yeah, Jesus.
Punt, man,
I don't know. I don't know if you would have went for it or what.
Well, Will, in all honesty, looking at the clock, I think you'd had to. That's just me.
But now every play counts. Every second's counting now. You're inside 5 minutes. Gutierrez is looking. He throws. It's incomplete. Misread by somebody.
Yeah, that ball was just thrown in no man's land right there.
I think Gutierrez was expecting somebody to be there, and they weren't. Now the Wildcats now 2nd down and 10.
And Ron, do you think right now the stamina of these wide receivers are going to come into effect where they're running patterns? You know, I mean.
Well, you have two of them. You have Torrez and Sabalos out there running routes. Yeah, they could be gassed.
Daniloff also, number 3 spread out on the Central sideline.
So here we go, 2nd down and 10.
They're bringing the house.
The give is to Zane Richards, and nothing doing.
Nothing.
And that's it. The Spartans defense is what's right now putting the clamps on this ballgame right now.
They are confident, gaining more confidence.
Each possession, it seems like.
Oh, man.
And it's been that was Isaiah Gary. So if it's not a Gary, it's
red ticket winner. This is
the Spartan defense right now is dictating
Hartfield,
this game.
Davion Hartfield, Gary's been out, Jared Martin, Malachi O'Con. That defensive line has made it kind of tough for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 10. Gutierrez shoots it out. That's complete to Danilov. Danilov short of a 1st down by 4 yards.
He's short.
We might answer
So
that
now
question
here's your
right
question.
here.
Here it is.
Well, once again, you got 4 minutes, people.
You better make sure you've got the play you want called.
Yeah. You got 4 minutes, people, to get your fan favorite. Log on to our Instagram, and this is going to be interesting right here.
So the Wildcats now on a 4th down and 4 for the Wildcats. And it looks like Central will call a timeout. So that will be the Central Spartans' first timeout of the 2nd half. Go ahead, Coach.
In this situation, Coach, now people wonder about the value of play action pass. Here it is, right here.
But how much do you respect the run if you're the Spartans right now?
Well, you're right there because they've shut Brawley down. In the second half, I should say, they've shut them down.
Well, the Wildcats have not scored an offensive touchdown. The 7 points came tonight off a pick six by Chris Camilo, and now the stage is set with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
You know what's been really successful for Brawley is that middle screen.
It has. 4th down and 4. Everybody's on their feet. This could be the game, Coach. Gutierrez looks, he's throwing the slant, it's incomplete! Intended for and that looks like that is Trejo. Alex Trejo, intended for Danilov on a slant. Knocked down, defended well by the Spartans. And now the Spartans will take over on that drive, 7-play drive. Wildcats with 2 run, 5 pass, 1 first down. The drive started at the 6-yard line, Coach.
Yep.
So here we go, the Viesca now off the heavy set, trying the right side.
Oh, yeah. And
the Wildcats have 2 timeouts left. Central Spartans have 2.
2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9.
But the thing of it is the clock's running.
The clock is going to run down. The clock will run down with the running game. They will take their time. They will run it. They'll look to the back judge and snap it with maybe 5 seconds remaining on the game clock. Play clock, I'm sorry.
2:50 and counting.
And I think that might be on the Spartans.
Dead ball, false start, number 78 Central.
Those
Five-yard penalty
There's been like 3 of those so far,
yeah.
I think.
If you're behind, you can't afford those.
And about 14.
Luis Jimenez has played a very good game at quarterback tonight, managing the game well to give us to Viesca. Viesca trying the left side.
Gain about 2.
Gain of about 2. Bring
And the
down a
clock's
third
running.
down and let's say 12. Clock still running. The Wildcats have 2 timeouts left.
3rd and about 12.
The Wildcats burn.
Timeout here. Timeout Brawley. 2:03 left in the ball.
And we'll be right back.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Could you use help with your electric bill? Imperial Irrigation District, your public power provider, offers several payment assistance programs. Our income-qualified customers can save up to 20 or 30% on their electric bill and also receive assistance if they face service disconnection for non-payment. For assistance, call us at 1-800-303.
Back to action. Jimenez rolling to his right. Jimenez tucks it and rolls. Stopped by Alec Valdez. The Wildcats now will call their last timeout.
We have 1:54 to go.
That's gonna be Brawley's last time out of the half.
Last time out of the half for the Wildcats. So, Coach, now the scenario with 1:54 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Now, Coach, there's several things you can do. You know, you can run it, give them field position there, which the odds are you won't get the first down. Or, I'll tell you right now, the little pooch kick to put them way back.
Sure.
So, because Central doesn't have a field goal kicker that I've seen from this range.
So now another big play for the game. We have a 4th down and 12 for the Spartans.
Oh, they're going to punt. They're going to do the punt.
Oh, they are going to punt.
Yeah.
I think that's Vega back there.
And, there was 4 plays, 4 run, and they're going to try to just pooch that thing down there.
4 play, 4 run, and a 5-yard penalty.
Yes.
Are they an issue with the clock? 1:57.
There it is.
1:57 remaining. So now the Spartans set to punt. Ariana's back to receive.
See if he can put it in the corner.
And he. Oh, did it?
He got it out. Look, Coach. Wow. At the 4.
Ooh, Coach, you called it, man.
At the 4-yard line.
So here's a drive that's going to start at the 4-yard line, 96 yards away. Previously, they had a ball at the 6, 94 yards away, Coach.
What a kick.
What a kick, man. What a strategy.
Yeah, he pooched it, and he pooched it in the corner right out. What a punt. What a punt.
So with 1:50 remaining, the Wildcats now most likely the last play of the drive, Coach. The Wildcats now standing in their own end zone. And here come the Spartans defense, and here come the Wildcats. Gutierrez in his end zone. He throws it down the middle. It's picked! It's picked! Nehemiah Perez. Nehemiah Perez, who played, a great individual effort by
Coach, when they're dropping 3 deep like that with a free safety.
It's like baseball.
I'm going to tell you.
Outfield and baseball.
Hey,
the center fielder just came and nabbed it.
You can't win the Indy 500 in a go-kart. You can't throw into that.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike, number 0. Taunting on Central. That's a 15-yard penalty. Central retains possession. First down.
So now the chance from the Central Spartan fans, if they can't hear the Brawley side with 1:43 remaining, they are in victory formation.
Yep.
Coach, a 14-7 ball game in a championship game.
Yep.
I mean, you were very prophetic on the way up here. I asked you the question.
Yeah.
Coach, what is it going to take to win the game? And Coach Mike Swearingen said, Ronnie, whoever runs the ball well tonight.
But you know, Coach, you and not just me, you and I both talked about it. And both defenses played well. Look at the score, 14-7.
Yes.
And you think about it, that muff punt.
Short drive, about 10-yard drive.
There you go. There you go.
But now the Spartans will.
3 interceptions killed Brawley, too.
Brawley. 3 interceptions. If you're going to throw it, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yes, you're exactly right, Coach.
And those are the things that happen. The Wildcats now will fall to 8-2, 3-1 in league. They will be in second. And the champions of the IVL league belongs to the Central Spartans, who will win the ball game tonight, folks, in the 80th. It is the Central Spartans 14, Brawley Wildcats 7 as the celebration starts. As we said earlier, I believe Will said the winner of this game should have a home playoff game.
Central will be at home next Friday.
As we said earlier at the start of the game, Brawley was ranked number 7, 1 slot ahead of the Spartans, who were ranked number 8 in Division II. Now we're going to see where this game puts both teams, and we'll know that by tomorrow morning, I believe. Might even tonight. The matchups will be out tomorrow. Season's not over, and that's just the tale of a rivalry game.
Yeah,
it's heartbreaking for one, and the joy of for joyous to the other.
Yeah, it is. It's in fact 14-7. It's a shame anybody had to lose.
It was one of those ball games we've seen many of these play out in this history of the ball game.
Yes, we have.
There's been a lot of these dog fights. This is labeled as a dog fight, 14-7. Nobody's really scoring. A lot of hitting going on. And that's what happened tonight.
Coach, anybody who was here, anybody who tuned in to VSN tonight, you saw a great 80th bell game.
As the fireworks go off, the Spartans now.
Wow.
Will Torrez is down looking for player of the game. As I said, couple of things that stood out in as you said, running the ball game. Central's offensive line blocked pretty well tonight.
Yes. I said to you during a commercial break that Central's offensive line outblocked Brawley's offensive line tonight. And Brawley could, up front tonight, all they got to do is look at this, couldn't handle, especially when Central brought the house, picking up the blitz.
So both teams will find out who they play tomorrow. But what is known right now is the Spartans have won the 80th bell game. They are the 2023 IVL champions.
Desert Basin. Under the 8.
I'll tell you.
Go ahead, Coach.
There were several things that you could point out. I thought Coach Rick Rubio's defense overall played very well. They had trouble stopping Central on the ground, but basically through the Central's air game they took away. And on Central's side, I thought their defense played super. I really did, and especially when they blitzed, boy, were they effective.
And what was kind of reminiscent of last week, watching the Spartans as we covered Spartans and Imperial last week. Kind of the same effort on the offensive side, not getting very many points on the board.
Right.
But it was the defense that just kept it that way. You don't need to score that much points.
That's right.
We're going to limit our opponent to one score or maybe two, maybe a field goal, and that's it. Just doing enough on offense to win the game. And here's the deal. They didn't give up an offensive touchdown. That was a pick six.
Yep. And what did we say? Defense wins
championship.
There you go.
And as you said, Jimenez, I will say this, Jimenez and Viesca. Jimenez, for a sophomore, handled the pressure of a bell game.
Yes, he did.
Pretty well, man.
Yes, he did.
Congratulations to that kid.
Yes.
Not very many sophomores could come into a big game like this with a lot at stake and perform the way. I'm not saying he tore the record books of passing, but he managed the ball game, what needed to be done.
Yes, he did.
Well, I think maybe one pick, the pick six. And that was really interesting to find out. We said, how's this kid going to bounce back from that throw early on in the game?
And he did.
He did.
Yep.
He rebounded well and guided the team, ran the offensive well. And, credit to Rookie Pena, man. You kind of felt he knew this was going to be the kind of game he wanted to have, it seemed like.
Yes. Yep.
Like, this is the script they wrote. If we can be in this position, limit their possessions, my God. Brawley only had one possession in the first quarter.
Yeah.
3 plays.
Coach, they had a grand total of, I think, 6 for the night. 5 or 6, and that was it.
Yes.
And, and somebody else who was very impressive, Viesca, running the ball.
Yes.
Boy, what great feet. There were times that he went into that hole, stutter step,
right,
boom.
Right. There was one play. It was I believe, like an 8-yard run. But, my God, just the way he weaved through, patiently got the blocks, hit the crease, and hit it.
Great feet. It was just a great football game to watch. There wasn't anybody who got cheated out of entertainment tonight by this game.
As we said, the defensive was – and on the defensive side of things, you've got Malik O'Con, Davion Hartfield, Jared Martin, and Felix Aguirre. That line – and the way they rotated the players, and I thought was very – effective coaching on the Spartan side.
Yeah, and that we were talking about when they would bring the house, the hands up.
Oh,
and
God,
I'll tell you 3 key things. They knocked down 3 key passes.
They knocked down 3 passes, and they seemed to they squeezed that pocket on on Gutierrez. It didn't allow Gutierrez to break out of the pocket where he likes to create.
They just collapsed it.
They collapsed it.
Boy, the field now, if you're looking, the Central fans are out on the field celebrating, and rightfully so.
It was a big victory for the Spartans. Coming in, they had to be the underdogs.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most people looked at it that way, and a lot of the consensus was based on how Central performed versus Imperial, which was a 14-10. I forgot the score.
Right.
However, the Wildcats had 42-16 on them.
Yeah.
So,
and we were talking about that on the way down here. It took Central that first quarter to wake up, unquote. But from there on, it was a combination of Central moving the ball, but then Imperial came back on them. And people who watched that thought, well, Brawley's got a chance to knock them off. But I'll tell you what, Coach Pena, his coaching staff, and got them up, and hats off to the Spartans.
Yeah, you know what? And like I keep saying, reminiscent of last week, because, look, Brawley had their chances. Brawley started at least two or three drives inside, if I'm wrong, right or wrong, I'm pretty sure, 2 or 3 drives inside Central territory and came up empty.
And what was it, 1 or 2 interceptions down on the goal line, on Central's goal line. It just
reflecting back, the biggest hurt I'm going to have to say now on the 1st and goal at the 1 yard line, aiding the runner.
Yes,
that was
a backbreaker. Yep, and they didn't score anything.
Yeah, they came away with nothing.
Yeah.
Of any time of their best opportunity to score offensively was right there, was blown.
Yep. You know, there's an old adage that penalties will come back to haunt you, and there's a perfect example.
You know, we were talking about that. The penalties were affecting, penalties affect possessions.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And when you're playing a quality opponent, they'll make you pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
Or somehow or another. And here's the deal. Even though there weren't many points put up on the board by the Spartans offense, they took time off the clock.
They moved the ball, Ronnie.
and moved the ball. That's the deal. Like they just took enough time off that limited Brawley's possessions.
That's that ground
game.
And
also by limiting the possessions, kind of hurry up the Brawley offense, trying to get big chunks instead of just nipping away at it.
Yes, and that hurt them. That hurt Brawley.
I think that did. It kind of threw them out of their MO, their mode of operation. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed the 80th annual Bell Game. For Mike Swearingen, Will Torrez, Sarah Rubalcaba Torres, Manuel Barra, Saul Pena, Alex Zaragoza, Joaquin Matus, and myself, Ron Rubio, we want to thank you so much for being here, supporting us. We'll catch you next week. We'll update you with the matchups. Till then, have a great